No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Suck me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
Benedictine Bengals. My name is Pat Lloyd, the voice of the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network in the class of 2027. Tonight we would like to honor and recognize 13 outstanding student athletes for their hard work and dedication to the Benedictine football program. First we have Luke Carlton. Luke is the son of Joe, class of 1995, and Beth, and the brother of Nora. While at BHS, he has participated in football, basketball, Italian Heritage Club, Student Council, and the National Honor Society. In his spare time, he enjoys hanging out with friends, watching football, playing video games, and going to Chipotle. He plans to go to college and study business. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Carlton. Next, we have Shepard Charlton. Shep is the son of Arthur Charlton and Samantha Balin, and the brother of Delaney and Elijah Charlton. At BHS, he has participated in football, wrestling, baseball, key club, video game club, and was a co-founder of the Spike Ball Club. His future plans include attending college to study business and to become a collegiate athlete in either football or wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Shepard Charlton. Next, we have Matthew First. Matt is the son of Matt and Melissa First and the brother of Maggie and Ellie First. While at BHS, he has participated in football, Student Council, Italian Heritage Club, Spike Ball Club, Key Club, Engineering Club, Video Game Club, Fundamentals of Football Club, Freshman Basketball, and Club Basketball. In his spare time, he enjoys getting food and hanging out with friends, playing video games, outdoor activities, golfing, working out, watching movies and television shows, spending time with family, playing with his dogs, and working at CVS. His future plans are attending college and majoring in civil engineering with a minor in business entrepreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew First. Next, we have John Paul Gambin. JP is the son of Lisa and Paul Gambin and the brother of Theo, Josie, and Will Gambin. While at BHS, he has participated in football, the Italian Heritage Club, MotoGo, and he has served in the Bengal Den. In his spare time, he enjoys watching football and F1 races, playing video games, listening to music, cooking, and fishing with his dad. In the future, he plans to pursue a career in culinary arts. Ladies and gentlemen, John Paul Gambin. Next, we have John Jones Jr. John is the son of John Jones Sr. and his stepmom Moxie, and the brother of Jason, class of 2027, Shane, class of 2029, Joy, and Journey. While at BHS, John has participated in Ultimate Frisbee, the Art Club, Spike Ball, Key Club, football, and wrestling. In his spare time, he enjoys hanging with friends, spending time with Maddie, eating and fishing. His future plans are to attend college, play football, and study business. Ladies and gentlemen, John Jones Jr. Next, we have Max Lozier. Max is the son of Erica and Greg Lozier, class of 1994, and the brother of Paige and Grace Lozier, JJ Baldwin, class of 2025, and Shamar Darling, class of 2024. While at BHS, he has participated in the National Honor Society, Student Council, baseball, football, Italian Heritage Club, the Bennett Marketing Club, Sports Broadcasting, and Media Club. In Max's spare time, he enjoys watching the Michigan Wolverines, Guardians, Browns, and Cavs. He also enjoys playing video games and hanging out with friends and family. His future plans are to attend John Carroll University and major in sports management. Ladies and gentlemen, Max Lozier. Next, we have Sean O'Connell. Sean is the son of Chris and Elaine O'Connell and the brother of Brennan, class of 2029, Megan, and Finn. While at BHS, he has participated in football, Key Club, the Bennett, and the National Honor Society. In his spare time, he enjoys watching sports, playing video games, and hanging out with his friends. He plans to play college football and study engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean O'Connell. Next, we have Tyrell O'Neill. Tyrell is the son of Terrence and Christina O'Neill and the brother of Chantel and Terrence Jr. While at BHS, he has participated in football and basketball. In his spare time, he enjoys gaming, TV shows, movies, music, food, and hanging out with his friends. This Toledo Rocket commit plans to study psychology and play football and hopes to play at the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrell O'Neill. Next, we have Jeremiah Pasmino. Jeremiah is the son of Yvette and Wilson Pasmino and the brother of Wilson, Anaya, and Angeli. He joined the football team with little knowledge of the sport and dedicated himself to learning the game, studying plays, and gaining the ability to understand the sport. In his spare time, he enjoys spending time with family and playing video games with his friends. He studies football and loves to watch the games with his friends as well. His future plans are to attend a trade school to become a welder and to pursue apprenticeship opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremiah Pasmino. Next, we have Braylon Rose. B. Rose is the son of Sharon and Karima Rose and the brother of Tiana and Sharon. While at BHS, he has participated in football for all 4 years and serves as a team captain this season. He was also a 2-year member of the varsity bowling team. Beyond athletics, Braylon is the vice president of the Black Cultural Organization, a member of the National Honor Society, Video Game Club, Ultimate Frisbee Club, and Engineering Club. In Braylon's spare time, he enjoys playing video games and spending time with family and friends. Braylon's future plans are to attend college and pursue a career in finance. Ladies and gentlemen, Braylon Rose. Next, we have Patrick Shea. Patrick is the son of Kevin and Celeste Shea and the brother of Christopher and Shannon. While at BHS, he has participated in baseball, student council, National Honor Society, Key Club, Engineering Club, Moto Go Engine, Blood Drive, Fundamentals of Football, Latin Club, and Cornhole Club. In Patrick's spare time, he enjoys fishing, working out, and spending time with friends and family. His future plans are to attend Ohio University and pursue a degree in business. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Shea. Next, we have Micah Smith. Micah is the son of James and Chenille Smith and the brother of James Smith III, Jeray Smith, Harold Russell III, and Nia Russell. While at BHS, he has participated in football, Black Culture Organization, Gaming Club, and sports media. In his spare time, he enjoys eating frozen Gushers, hanging out with family and friends, playing video games, helping out with the youth, playing pool, and bowling. His future plans are to go to college and study healthcare. Ladies and gentlemen, Micah Smith. Finally, we have Jonathan Spikes. Jonathan Spikes is the son of Tony Arnold and Jeremiah Spikes, and the brother of Jeremiah, Jeremy, Tanaja, Jalen, Tamaya, and Joshua Spikes. While at BHS, he has participated in football and basketball. In his spare time, he enjoys playing competitive games, watching sports, vacationing, and spending time with family and friends. His future plans are to attend college to obtain his real estate license and bachelor's degree in business while playing football and/or basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Spikes. The administration of Benedictine High School would like to thank all of you for everything you've done on and off the field. Good luck to the class of 2026.
Admiring the view, Mr. Schroeder?
I mean, yeah, the new student commons does look really, really nice.
Gentlemen, this is amazing. I can't believe how different it feels.
When was the last time this place was seriously updated? The 60s, back when you were a student here?
Relax. I graduated in 1990. The cafeteria I remembered was exactly how I remembered it. Until now.
Well, a picture really doesn't do it justice. You really have to be here to see how different it is.
So, Mr. Schroeder, I'm sure it takes a lot of money to make the cafeteria into the new student commons. What if when I graduate, I want to donate money, but I want it to go specifically to buy new cameras for our BSBM broadcasts?
Well, technically, Pat, you could do that. People give to specific projects or initiatives that are close to them. But there is a difference between, let's say, giving to our annual fund or giving to a capital campaign.
Oh, capital campaigns for projects like this atrium.
Exactly.
Or like the Boston Field back in 2013.
Right, you got it.
Or projects like the Rufus Courtyard.
Yeah, you guys definitely get it. Those projects are not part of the annual fund.
So, Mr. Schroeder, what exactly is the annual fund?
Well, the annual fund pays into things like scholarship support. That scholarship support's turned into dollars for our operating budget. The operating budget then is used to pay for things like our faculty and our staff, extracurricular programming, and of course, to keep the lights on.
Well, Pat, the word annual means yearly, and the word
Thanks,
fund
John,
is...
I got it.
Listen, these are reoccurring costs, boys. We have to be responsible and raise this money every year. We do this in order to keep the doors open and the lights on. Why do we do that? Because this place is special. This place takes guys from all walks of life, from all over the area, and brings them here. We come together in prayer and work. Guys who probably didn't know each other, and we form a bond that is so strong that with the right mindset and with hard work, we can leap over any hurdle together. We become a team, willing to sacrifice for one another for greater goals. On any given night, we know we can walk into any competition, any test, and we can be champions. Now that doesn't always mean winning, but often it does. Sometimes beating odds we have no right to overcome, but we do. Time and time again, we do. It comes from the hard work we put in every day. Every day, just 1% better, a little faster, a little smarter. And then there's that last ingredient, faith, a foundation of belief. We believe in our guys. We believe in each other. You know it. I know it. It's just special. And the cost to educate is high, but we're willing to pay it because you guys are worth it. Someone thought I was worth it.
Do you mean in the 1960s?
No, John, it was the 90s.
Well, technically, Pat, it was the late 80s because he graduated in 1990.
Okay, sure, John, but can we focus on the point here? We wouldn't be here without all these gifts to the annual fund. We wouldn't be here without the belief of those who came before us.
So that's why we do Champions Day.
Yep, that's our day of giving, where people can give back to the home of champions and really make an impact.
So, Mr. Schroeder, I seem to remember you giving a big gift last year. Are you going to do that again this year, or?
You know what, John? You got a good memory. And you know what? Yes, Kathy and I are going to pledge a gift of $10,000 to kick off Champions Day. And since it's the 99th year, if we eclipse $99,000 today, we're going to kick in another 10 grand.
Wow, that's very generous. That could get us maybe a couple of cameras, maybe even a drone.
Well, Pat, he just explained what the money's for.
It counts, I think. Mr. Schroeder, what is Champions Day?
Well, that's a good question. Well, actually, it's today. Join us today as we give back to Benedictine. In honor of our 99th year, let's hit $99,000 and keep on going.
Join us today on Champions Day.
Tonight from Don Shula Stadium, the Bengals are looking to bounce back off of a tough loss last week to the VASJ. Vikings playoff picture completely shaken up and an opportunity for the Bengals to finish the season on a high note. A little bit of a rainy night from Don Shula Stadium is the setting as the St. Vincent-St. Mary Fighting Irish travel to take on the Benedictine Bengals tonight. This production of Benedictine Football begins right now here on the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. Welcome inside the broadcast booth here at Don Shula Stadium alongside Luca Bucci. I'm Patrick Lloyd. So excited to be back with you. Luca, rough loss last week. He really shook everything up, knocked the Bengals out of the top 4 contention, but still a big game tonight to get some momentum going before, hopefully, the postseason.
Yeah, definitely can't take this one lightly. You know, the Bengals really have to win. If they
No
lose,
doubt
their
about it.
playoff chances do not look good at all.
Nope.
Slim to none. But the Bengals should be able to take care of business coming against the 0-9 St. Vincent-St. Mary team. But can't take any opponent lightly any given Friday, Pat.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look into last week's loss over against VASJ. Well, Luca, a bit of a rough start to the game, to say the least. Bengals took in the kickoff, and then it went south from there. The Bengals fumbled it,
and VASJ was going to get the football right back there.
And that was the story of the game, Pat. Turnovers absolutely killed the Bengals.
Then on their first play from scrimmage, D'Angelo White plows through a couple guys, finds a hole, takes it to the house.
And funny enough, that was pretty much all we said about him all night.
That's true. He does have some offers, though, Division I. Then Iacampo looking to get something going for the Bengals on offense, and just an unlucky pick. He tried for Antoine Smith, but it just goes right into the hands of Savion Lewis.
And boy, did that DB for VASJ have a heck of a game. 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown.
Then Joe Efford trying to score for VASJ, and he just overthrew. Good coverage there by Noma and Zeke. Then again on the other side, nice completion, just wide open, right in front of the goal line. Then they're able to punch it in.
Yeah, Pat, and Efford had a heck of a game. I mean, he was a true escape artist.
Then finally, the Bengals got the offense going when Campbell found Caden Forte wide open over the middle. We'll look at this again. What a nice find.
And important to note here, Pat, Caden Forte is not active tonight.
Bengals took him a couple tries, but Campbell was finally able to punch it in on 4th and goal, get the Bengals on the board.
And Pat, we felt like the tides were kind of shifting here. The Bengals were gaining some momentum.
Unfortunately, Joe Efford, and what an incredible catch here on this near side by Savion Lewis. Not much Antoine Smith could have done about that.
Yeah, I mean, again, Savion Lewis, heck of a game.
And it was not over yet, but another nice short touchdown run, getting the job done for VASJ. But then, Bengals fighting back. Iacampo found John Jones right at the end of the second quarter. Take the score. Just Bengals down 6 going into the half. But then, first drive for VASJ, they're able to punch it.
And we felt like going into half, the Bengals had a ton of momentum, but you see on this interception here, it all went away.
And it's Savion Lewis again. He took this one for a pick 6, and that really seemed to be the nail in the coffin for the Bengals.
Yeah, it just seemed over after that, Pat.
The Bengals did score. Iacampo found Pat Shea on that far side for his first touchdown, so you'll have to see it for him. Jonathan Spikes got the 2-point conversion. Unfortunately, the Bengals did fall by a final of 33-22. Shakes up the playoff picture quite a bit. Now, this week is all about gaining your momentum back before the playoffs. St. Mary yet to win a game. Strange situation. They got a lot of freshmen on their team. One of the best freshman teams in the Northeast Ohio right now.
Yeah.
They just beat our freshman team yesterday by 30. So, St. Mary with a lot of young talent. Hopefully that means a bright future for them. But tonight, for the Bengals, it's just about gaining momentum back. You really should win this game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, St. Vincent-St. Mary's really tough schedule they've played so far this year, but the Bengals should be able to take care of business. You would hope that they take care of business and, punch them a ticket in the playoffs. And once you get to the dance, Pat, anything could happen.
So now we're going to take a look at the Division III Region 9 rankings for this going into this weekend. This could just go all over the place. And there's a lot of things that are still confusing. Technically, the Bengals don't control their own destiny. There's a very slight chance that we could win and still miss the playoffs, which is crazy to think about. But the Bengals could also still technically get a home playoff game. So a lot is on the table here. Canfield has clinched that top 4 spot. Same with CVC. They've been really good all year. Hawkins as well. But Madison, you see at number 8, that's Hawkins' 1 loss. So that's why they're still there, sitting at 6-3, and that's why they're above Benedictine. Crazy that Gilmore, I believe they're above 2 7-2 teams, sitting at 4-5. They played a really tough schedule, and it's the Bengals' lack of strength of schedule which is killing them right now in the rankings.
Yeah, and Pat, I mean, a lot of good games around the area tonight. Obviously, Canfield and CVCA, not really tough opponents, but the game to watch, in my opinion, is Hawkins against Perry, 2 really high-caliber teams, and then you have Kenston against Chardon. And I know Chardon 5-4, but they are a very good team.
They played a tough schedule.
I mean, if Kenston does lose, that would be huge for the Bengals, and they might be able to still get a home playoff game.
There's a lot at stake here. Obviously, the Bengals playing St. Vincent-St. Mary, and then another good game tonight that we have to keep an eye on. Number 12, Gilmore taking on number 15, Maple Heights. Big for Maple Heights, trying to scrape back into the playoff picture, sitting at 6-3. A lot of potential for them there. Got to beat Gilmore tonight, though, for sure. So, Luca, like we keep saying, kind of a given for the Bengals, hoping Iacampo can find his rhythm going into the playoffs. A lot of things that the Bengals, really have opportunities for. We saw it in the games against both Lutheran East and Lutheran West. Opportunities for momentum, opportunities to build things going into the next week.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Pat, 2 interceptions for Iacampo, probably one that shouldn't have happened, just unlucky throw. But the second one, a little bit dicey throw there. But, he's really looked better over the course of the season. He's really progressing. And, I mean, the team as a whole seems to be progressing, but you'd like to see them offensively get a little more two-dimensional, kind of find their rhythm and find their identity. And it's week 10, and we still really don't know what the offense is, because they'll have a 50 bomb and then they'll come out and score 3 points. So you really don't know what you're gonna get.
It is different every single night.
Yeah.
Now, it's senior night for the football team. We also have to recognize our senior Luca.
Hey.
Big shout out to him coming on this season. He's done an incredible job for us up here in the booth. So happy senior night to Luca.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
Of course. We're going to step aside and we'll come back. We've got the action for you next. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
Throws it complete to Luke Carlton. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Luke Carlton gets into the end zone, and the Bengals have taken a commanding lead in this game. Block out quick. Here's the snap. Takes a handoff, and he's taken to the ground by Tyrell O'Neal. Here you go. Picked off by Antoine Smith. Unbelievable. Smith was room to run, and nobody in front of him. Antoine Smith, kickoff return, touchdown. Welcome back to Don Shula Stadium. Once again, alongside Luca Bucci, I'm Patrick Lloyd. Pleased to be joining you for tonight's Week 10 matchup. It's senior night. St. Vincent-St. Mary coming in at 0-8. They had some injury issues, and I believe they had some sicknesses, so they did miss 1 week a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. So that is why St. Vincent-St. Mary is sitting at 0-8. Bengals are coming off of a loss against VASJ, a tough one, but a big opportunity to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, for sure, Pat. I mean, I think you could definitely get a ton of momentum going into the playoffs if you play really well tonight. Big thing to watch for, Tyrell O'Neal is out for tonight. He is inactive. I think it's more of a precautionary thing, just because you don't want to get him even more hurt. Because presumably you expect to make the playoffs.
Right.
I don't think there's anybody.
Well, you expect to take care of business tonight as well.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah.
And here comes the Bengals. Usually get all turned up for this, Pat.
Here come the 2025 Benedictine Bengals for the final time at John Carroll this year.
I was taking a look at some of our scores around the league. Obviously, it's 7:30, so a lot of games already underway. VASJ's losing to Delaware Hayes in the first quarter.
Wow.
Delaware Hayes sitting at 2-7, and VASJ is down 14-7 right now, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that.
Upset alert.
It's pretty incredible. We'll keep looking down the list here. Got to find games that are relevant to us. Maple and Gilmore, no update on that. Not much going here, just first quarters, and obviously some of these games just getting underway. Chardon is up 12-0 on Kenston in the second quarter.
Well, and that's big too, Pat, just because of, Kenston is they're already 6-3, correct?
That is, yes.
Yeah, they're already 6-3, so that kind of changes things for the Bengals. Obviously, strength of schedule is a big thing. Another big thing here, Pat. Oh my God, I did it again.
Yes,
Are you kidding me?
You did that last
Anthony
week.
Vittantonio, I can't believe I did it again. Anthony Vittantonio starting at center tonight. Just wanted to say, he's starting at center, and I butchered it. Oh man, that's awful.
All right, so Tremel Reese back to receive. The Bengals they lost the coin toss. St. Vincent-St. Mary decided to defer to the second half. Bengals are rocking their Columbia blue jerseys over white pants, white lettering, navy blue trim. St. Vincent-St. Mary in all black jerseys, black pants, gold lettering and trim. And we are underway from Don Shula Stadium. It's going to be taken in by, is that Caden?
That is Caden
That's
Forte.
Caden Forte, and he goes through the middle. He just needs to get one block. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown, Caden Forte on the first play. Kickoff return touchdown.
And I was misinformed. I was told Caden Forte wasn't playing, and he has a kick return touchdown.
Yeah, so
Thanks, Pat.
we were just lied to.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
Yeah. What a start. Can't get any better than that.
Yeah.
So now it'll be Nate Majors for the PAT as we take another look. And a really nice block by Sean O'Connell. Absolutely pancaked that guy.
I tell you what, Sean O'Connell's a big guy, and listen, man, he could move. He could move. That poor kicker, man. Jeez, poor kid.
Well, last week, VASJ's kicker made a touchdown-saving tackle, so
yeah,
nice to see special teams making adjustments in that department.
Well, Pat, I mean, special teams all year has been very. Did he miss that?
It's going to be wide left, and that's the first real mistake we've seen from Nate Majors, but no problem. The Bengals will sit with a 6-0 lead.
No, but, I mean, special teams for the Bengals, at least kick returning, has been really, really good. I mean, we saw it last week. We saw it, really good. They kind of get into a bunch formation and it's almost like a run blocking scheme. And so they run that, and obviously Tremel Reese has had a ton of success back there. Pat, I'm sure you're fond of the Ignatius touchdown kick return touchdown. But yeah.
And to build off of that, the reason Benedictine isn't ranked higher with our 7-2 record is because of the strength of schedule and the fact that we only beat 1-9 Padua by a touchdown. We only beat 4-5 Gilmore by 2 points. But I think that also has to do with the fact that we were rotating quarterbacks for the first couple of weeks, and I don't think that's taken into account. So
that is true, Pat.
It's just tough. And Ignatius, it would help if they would win a couple games, but they aren't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think too what's interesting, Pat, is obviously only 7-0 to Padua, but that really doesn't dictate how, that game really didn't feel close, at all.
That's true.
I mean,
Padua could never get anything going offensively.
No, and I mean, the offense for Benedictine, we could have won by 42 easily, and just couldn't get the offense rolling for some odd reason.
St. Vincent-St. Mary will take this kickoff in. They're going to try for the far side, and he's going to finally be pushed out of bounds around the 40.
30.
My bad.
They marked him at the 30.
Guess I can't see. The return man was number 4, Giovanni Vincent.
We'll see what kind of defensive adjustments the Bengals can make. I mean, you really can't blame last week on the defense just because there's at least 3 touchdowns that were scored when they got the ball. Their starting field position was essentially at their 35, like in Benedictine territory at the 35.
So something that we wanted to mention as well is that the defense did give up the season high of 33, but you got to think there was a pick six, there was a fumble, right? In scoring position. As that pass across the middle is going to be caught, tackled by Kellen Donnelly was Dominic Scott, and that's decent yardage on first down. So you got to think the rhythm of that game. VASJ offense spent a lot of time in the field. You don't really blame the defense. They still played pretty well. Kept the Bengals, kind of within striking distance, but they just couldn't get it done offensively.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of been the story of the year for the Bengals so far. Is just,
Absolutely.
It's just been offensively slow. If you could say coulda, shoulda, woulda, but
handoff.
It really feels like that. Oh, Micah Smith.
Spikes and Micah Smith and Gabe Dolan in there as well, dragging down the running back.
I mentioned Micah Smith because he has been out for the last couple weeks. He's dealing with something or another. It was sickness and then injury. And so now he's back. Let's just hope he's at 100%. I know he was, really wanted to be out there, but, man, it's just killer seeing him miss so much.
Snap, quick pass to the near side, and that's going to get them a first down. Nice run by number 2, Brandon Nicholson. That's the running back, but he picks up the first down. The quarterback is listed as number 12, Ryan Hurley. And once again, we have a quarterback that is not listed as a quarterback on the roster. If anybody from St. Vincent-St. Mary is watching and would like to correct me if I'm wrong, but according to our roster, it's Rylan Hurley.
Pat, a little thing to mention.
Running back.
Oh, there you go. Little thing to mention on that last play. You see it a lot, kind of this like design swing route to the running back. Oh, wow.
Nice coverage there by Javion Levitt.
But anyways, you kind of see that more and more often, and the Bengals have run it a couple times. But really the key to that play is getting blockers downfield, and that's a heck of a job by St. Vincent-St. Mary's on the first down pickup. Is just getting blockers out front. But the Bengals have to be better on 3rd and long. They have not been, at least last week. That's kind of what killed them, is effort's ability to convert those 3rd and longs. I mean, at one point they had a 3rd and 20 and they converted.
Handoff again to the nice run on 2nd down. Picked up a couple yards again with Brandon Nicholson. He's been pretty good for them so far. Looks like he might be one of their better players.
And overall, Benedictine this year has done a nice job with the run. But, I mean, even with the pass, too, I'm not negating that. But I think the big issue that the Bengals defense has had, if you could pick one thing out, which, I mean, I am being a little nitpicky here, but, it's just the big play that, I mean, we saw it in the Lake Catholic game, and then...
Yeah, I would have said that or the QB run.
Yeah. I mean, they've struggled with that.
To throw, that's low, almost picked by Antoine Smith. It was intended for Dominic Scott, but Hurley couldn't hit it. And now it'll be 4th down. St. Vincent-St. Mary's going to be forced to punt.
Like you were saying, I mean, Benedictine has struggled with the quarterback run for 3 years now. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Way to get off the field there.
Absolutely.
If you're the Benedictine defense.
Looks like the quarterback's going to punt here.
Owen Slem's back to return, and, we haven't seen a ton of him, but... Oh, I thought he wasn't going to fake
it's
it.
A nice little sideways punt. Slemps is going to watch it go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to see the Bengals offense for the first time of the night.
Yeah. And you obviously hope you get to see Matt first tonight, being senior night. Just hope you get a couple reps in. And I'm not sure that he's starting, but I am sure that they want to get him into the game at some point. Earl Jackson in the game at running back. He's been averaging almost 9 yards a carry in the time that he has got, so we'll see if he can continue to be explosive.
Campbell's lined up in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers down low, 1 up top. Handoff goes to Earl Jackson. That's a nice run for his first of the evening. He's going to get probably about 6 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Iacampo with a shotgun again. It's Earl Jackson behind him. Shea at tight end. Now Jackson to the right of Iacampo. Iacampo to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's John Jones. Tries to shed a tackle. He's going to fall. He's got the first down. And that's a really nice completion. John Jones wide open.
And that's a really nice in-rhythm throw. It's just a simple curl route. And we've talked about this in the past, but Gio throws it before he even comes out of his break. That's just the type of confidence you want. It just shows that they're on the same page.
Fresh set of downs for Benedictine. Iacampo in the shotgun again. It's Earl Jackson behind him. Now to his right. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. Motion from Pat Shea. The snap. Iacampo, handoff, and we have a flag coming in the backfield. And it looks like the Bengals are going to be pushed back here on a false start.
And it's been self-inflicted wounds, really, for the Benedictine so far. And, you know, penalties and fumbles and whatnot. It's very avoidable, but...
Penalties was a huge issue last week.
Yeah. Pat, the quarterback for St. Vincent-St. Mary's, the quarterback, number 12, is currently playing, like, outside linebacker.
He's really just all over the field.
Mean,
he is listed as a running back linebacker.
Yeah.
But that's interesting that he's also playing quarterback.
Yeah.
Motion from Pat Shea. Iacampo on the shotgun. Jackson to his right. Hand off to Jackson. Earl Jackson powering up the middle. That's a good run. That gets back the penalty yardage and a little bit more. So now it's 2nd and about 8. St. Vincent-St. Mary does have a good band. I remember that from last year.
Yeah, they are pretty big and sound pretty good. We're right next to them.
Iacampo in the shotgun. Jackson to his right. The snap. Iacampo rolls to the right side. Tries to go for Reese. It's complete, but met immediately by the quarterback, Rylan Hurley. It's a nice tackle, but a nice completion to Tremel Reese, and this will make it a 3rd and manageable.
And we haven't seen Tremel Reese in the past couple games because he hasn't been active. So it's nice to have him back. Super explosive players. Get another look at that. And Iacampo does a really nice job. It's just a simple bootleg, and he hits him in the flat. Nice wrap up there. But, I mean, Iacampo does such a nice job of throwing on the run and just kind of squares his shoulders to his target and really doesn't even set his feet, but delivers a strike.
Well, he told me he's going to have a big game tonight. We'll see. Iacampo in the shotgun. He's going to fake a handoff and throw quick to Jonathan Spikes. He's going to hit the outside and pick up a first down before being pushed out of bounds by Giovanni Vincent. Nice job there to just fake handoff, quick pass. Bengals are moving the sticks again.
And how good has John Jones been? I mean, if you want to say it, I mean, he's not like a super big kid, but I mean, boy, is he strong. And I mean, there's really never been a time when I've thought somebody like overmatched him or, you know, really. What am I trying to say? Like, what's the word? No. I don't, overpowered. That's what it is.
Motion from Tremel Reese. Iacampo fakes a handoff. He's going to look deep. He's got Antoine Smith, and he dropped it in the bucket. Touchdown, Antoine Smith.
Wow.
Reminiscent of that Cathedral Prep game a couple of weeks ago, and the Bengals have taken a 2-possession lead.
And that's a huge pitch and catch right there, Pat. It's just a simple, it's almost like a shake post route, caught motion, single coverage on the outside. I mean, look how early Gio releases that ball. He's got 5 yards of separation. Heck of a route, heck of a throw. You know, I mean, textbook.
Nate Majors for the PAT. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and Majors makes up for the last one, drills that one with no problem at all. And it's 13-0 Benedictine, and this is the offensive start you needed. You can exhale a little bit because the offense struggled last week, and we've seen it struggle, but it's, you know, glad to see that tonight it's clicking.
Yeah, Pat, I mean, and the play calling so far tonight has been really creative, and like we mentioned in the pregame, it's been super multi-dimensional. Just like establishing the run a bit, but, you know, letting Gio get comfortable in the game.
What is that?
Oh.
What was that? Who is in the costume up there? We're going to have to go explore at halftime, and we'll get back to you.
All right. Okay, we will.
No need to fear.
And is the quarterback is returning the kick. Look at that.
That is incredible. I mean, this is, I've never seen a player do so much for a team.
Swiss Army knife.
Spot on. That's the best way to describe it. Can we also talk about how the weather has changed from one week to another?
Oh, man.
My.
Pat, I'm shivering up here. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pretty cold.
Well, just be grateful we're inside and not out there.
Well, Pat, there's no heat in here.
Well,
that's the quarterback.
Better than nothing. Yep, the quarterback, Hurley, on the return.
He got hit pretty hard, Pat.
Well, you got to wonder what happens if he goes down, because St. Vincent-St. Mary relies on him so heavily.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but you got to think he's also not sort of your stereotypical quarterback. I mean, if he's a running back, he's running the ball a lot more than a quarterback would, and maybe a little bit more durable.
But we saw that with both Lutheran East and Lutheran West, too. You got like a wide receiver, a running back playing quarterback.
Well, the Lou East quarterback was really great.
Really
he was not bad.
I don't think he threw the ball once. And if he
threw the ball a couple times.
Okay, but it wasn't, beautiful. But he was able to run the ball and pick up first downs.
The Bengals had a lot of trouble with that.
Yeah. Hurley in the shotgun with Campbell to his right. Almost picked off. Second down.
And so far tonight, he has been a little shaky passing the ball, but I'm not sure that's really their offensive style. I think they're just trying to kind of get him in groove. I mean, if you're running the ball every single play, you kind of become predictable.
It's Hurley and Campbell in the backfield once again. Trips on the near side for the Irish. One up top. Hurley takes the snap, hands it off to Campbell. Wrapped up. Oh, excuse me, he kept the ball. And that's my mistake. But the ball's free, and Sean O'Connell comes away with it. And now the Bengals are running. It's Sean O'Connell. Whistle's blowing. Sean O'Connell thought he had a scoop and score. And there's his brother, Brennan. He was excited for him, but the Whistles are going to blow this back. Did the Bengals even recover the football? Let's see if he was.
No, it doesn't look like it.
I think he was down.
I don't think he did, Pat. Can somebody get him an oxygen, Max?
All right, let's look at it again. It looked to me like he handed it off. You could see why. But, yeah, then he kept it with Hurley. Ball came out, and there's no way to tell. But O'Connell came away with it and just started running.
O'Connell had the football, it looked like, when he was going down, but whatever.
Regardless, it's going to be a 3rd and 6.
We move on.
The snap. Faked handoff. Pressure in the pocket. Micah Smith trying to get in there. And a big hit. Will Eschke. And he's fired up. It's going to force the Irish to punt again.
And boy, has he been so good. I mean, I feel like we talk about it every week when he's making a super impact play, but, I mean, he's been really great. I mean, he almost, picks him up and, spears him. I mean, that's a heck of a play right there. And, for a kid who he's really evolved over the season, but he's got really great football IQ, and he just does a heck of a job. He's really filled the spot that he needed to fill.
It'll be Hurley to punt again. Slumps back to receive. This punt did not go quite as well, although that is going to roll for them beautifully. It's going to get down all the way to the 20. That is incredible. VASJ and Delaware Hayes now tied at 14.
And Pat, I don't really know that you could emphasize how important some of these games are, really, because there is a chance that even if Benedictine does win this game, they don't get into the playoffs. So, obviously, you don't talk about controlling your own destiny, but
CVCA up 27-0 on Elyria Catholic. That's to be expected, though. Alliance is up 14-6 on Marlington. Kenston down 6-12 to Chardon. Campo with Shea to his left and Blair to his right. It's going to be with Corday Blair. Ball comes free, and now Tremel Reese has it. And he's going to find some space towards the near side. Not sure how the transfer happened there, but he gets about 8 yards.
The ball was coming out of his hands. And another player, Corday Blair, who we haven't really seen, had an injury, and he was out for a couple weeks, but...
That's crazy
wow.
how Reese just ended up with it.
It's like almost like a hook and ladder. Added to the playbook.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 is the ruling. Pat Shea to the left of Iacampo. Blair to the right of him. 2 up top, 1 down low. The snap, high snap. Iacampo hands it off to Corday Blair again. He breaks a tackle, falls forward. He's going to get the first down. Yes. First down, Bengals. Seemingly no issue picking up first downs tonight.
Yeah.
And a lot of problems when it came to playing VASJ, although I know a lot of people want a little rematch with VASJ in the playoffs.
Well, Pat, I mean, you kind of talk about it when you lose to a team, you know, are they beatable? And I don't think that VASJ is unbeatable, but definitely have to play a clean game. There was definitely a ton of room for improvement if you're the Bengals. And, I mean, I think if Iacampo can move the ball like he's been moving it today, I don't think that it's that tall of a task.
Another handoff to Corday Blair. This time he is going to be wrapped up. Nice job by the big guys up front for St. Vincent-St. Mary. Only a pickup of about 1, if that.
And so far, Anthony Vittantonio and Shepard Charlton, moved over to right guard, and you know both of them seemingly being able to fit into their positions really nicely. And I think they kind of made the change because Shepard is a bit better pulling wise, and you know obviously we know that Shepard is a good center, but I think you would trust a more experienced guy with all the pulling schemes that Benedictine runs.
Iacampo in the shotgun. Another handoff to Corday Blair. He tried to find a hole, but a big hit, stays on his feet. It's going to be about 2 yards short of the marker. That's another 3rd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, Tremel Reese just absolutely pancaked the quarterback at midfield. I mean,
and we're calling him the quarterback, but again, he's just a bit of everything.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to call him.
A lot of people here support on team tonight.
It is a chilly one too, Pat, so you love to see people coming out.
Probably our smallest crowd of the season, though.
Yeah, but still people here.
Hope everyone's tuning in online. 3rd and 3. Iacampo under center this time. And we have the ball coming out. I think St. Vincent-St. Mary has it.
Looks like it.
Yes, they do. Just some trouble with the snap there. Iacampo tried to fall on it, but
and I'll tell you what, the Bengals have had a really hard time, you know, with some of these snaps. Even if it's a really good snap, I think there's just miscommunication on timing-wise, it feels like, and not ideal if, you know, when you play some of these better teams. I mean, we've seen it against VASJ where if you make these sort of mistakes, it really does come back to bite you.
the snap. Hurley to throw. He tries to heave it deep. Caught! Touchdown!
Wow.
Unbelievable. What a play by Janelle Baker. And the Fighting Irish have found the scoreboard, and there is a flag on the play, so hold the phone. That might just be a pass interference against Benedictine.
It looks like, I think it might be, Pat. Just there was a lot of tugging, but I mean, that's an absolute bomb.
Unbelievable. Seems precisely to be the problem, so obviously St. Vincent-St. Mary will decline that. And now on for the PAT is number 40, Christian Clayton. His kick is good.
This is sort of a whole
Let's
new
look at it
ballgame.
again.
I mean, this is an incredible throw, and
He just chucks it in the air,
I mean,
straight up.
Oh my goodness! And he's
A
holding
lot of
on.
contact.
Oh, looked like he pushed off a little bit. That's fine. I mean, that's a heck of a pitch and catch right there. Wow. Pat liked that celebration there.
We've seen a couple guys hit that celebration.
We have.
Spikes hit it earlier. So now, all of a sudden, like, this is
No, this is
too
definitely
far
a
in
ball
the,
game.
Not too far in a hole for St. Vincent-St. Mary.
And only a 1, 2, 3 left on the clock, a minute and 23 seconds.
There you go.
A lot of drawing going back and forth by both teams. We've seen it. We saw it
Well,
in the pregame.
We
when,
heard that, yeah, St. Vincent-St. Mary got off the bus, and they were already had some stuff to say.
Yeah. Some choice words we won't say on the air, but if you want to know, I'll text it to you.
So it'll be Christian Clayton to get us back underway. Reese back to receive. Benedictine got the game started with a kickoff return touchdown. That with Caden Forte, as it was a bit of a shorter kickoff. This kickoff is going to go even shorter, and a diving play made by, that's Jonathan Spikes. And good starting field position again. Kickoffs seem to be a little bit of a struggle for the Irish.
Yeah. And we'll see offensively if the Bengals can match that. Obviously, a huge play to Antoine Smith to kind of get it going, but I really be interested to see who they get involved in this game. Obviously, want to see what you got going into the playoffs.
A run here with Earl Jackson. He gets to the 50 and a first down.
And you really like some of the, all three of the running backs really, they do a really nice job of, sort of getting that burst of speed. I know there was some issues in the past with hitting holes and sort of, fitting into blocking schemes, but they have done a better job so far in the past couple games. VASJ really was not a struggle to run the ball like we've seen it, against Lake Catholic. It was a really big struggle.
We did have a little bit of a run game going, just couldn't find the end zone.
Yeah. But it comes down to the turnovers, really, Pat.
Kempo hands it off to Jackson again, not going very far this time. Second down.
The Bengals really establishing the run so far tonight.
But that one big pass from Kempo to Antoine Smith. And when that works, it is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, and the Bengals offense is really lethal when you get Campo going, because he has the arm and the skill set to be a really good quarterback. And, you just really like to see him get going.
Now it's Caden Forte in the backfield. Campo in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Forte. He hits the hole. He has a first down, and that's a really nice run from Caden Forte. Run game continues to push the Bengals down the field.
And a little piece of insight here, Pat. The Bengals are running a ton to Shepard Charlton's side there, really going to the right side, sort of this inside zone concept, if you will. And Shepard Charlton's doing a heck of a job getting to the second level and creating these holes. Really nice patience there by Forte, just to sort of wait for the hole to open and hit it really hard.
We've reached the end of the first quarter. We'll step aside. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network.
Andy joined the Stats team in 1987 and remained until the end of the 2024 season. And at that time, he has missed fewer games than the number of fingers on your one hand. To acknowledge his service, School President Dave Schroeder, Athletic Director John Carter are presenting Andy with a lifetime pass to all the Benedictine events. Presenting Andy's wife, Judy, with a small gift of her appreciation. We want to recognize and profoundly thank Judy for allowing Andy to come out to play with the rest of us on Friday or Saturday evenings in the fall. Judy is a dedicated Benedictine team player for supporting her husband's interest in moving on the family calendar to fit the Bengals football schedule. We sincerely give you a deep, heartfelt thanks, Judy. Thank you so much. Andy has been an unsung hero for the Benedictine football program and its history. Many people may not know, but the name for after 38 years, he's compiled, tabulated, and audited yardage, other stats, including some record-breaking feats. Of course, being a certified public accountant was a big advantage, and he's done it his way. The old-fashioned way, with no computer or other electronic technology. Why? Because many high school press boxes don't have the state-of-the-art technology, plus the old reliable pen and pencil. And it never has let him down. Andy will stay. It says what he remembers that many winning seasons that has several state titles. He's made a very good gig. He's worked under pressure for deadlines, so newspapers had the game stats from the print and editions. His partner, Wally Mikowski, is grateful to have worked with him for so long. The rest of the press box crew, Andy, believe me, we're going to miss you. The best of luck to you. Always a professional man of Benedictine, Andy Hudek.
We welcome you back to Don Shula Stadium as we just honored one of our longtime statisticians, Andy Hudek, 38 years of service, honored here tonight. So absolutely great to see as the Bengals offense back on the field as we begin the second quarter, 13-7. The Bengals lead St. Vincent-St. Mary. Iacampo in the shotgun. He brings Caden Forte to his left. The snap, a fake handoff. Iacampo to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Antoine Smith. He catches it on the run. He's got a first down. And it seems the receivers are just wide open tonight.
Yeah, Pat, I mean, they're kind of playing a soft zone coverage, and besides a huge play to Antoine Smith, I mean, you kind of see they're sitting back in this coverage, and, I mean, they're almost backpedaling 10 yards, and then they're not able to sort of make up that ground on a 5-yard slant route.
Iacampo on the shotgun again. It's Forte now to the left of him. Trips on the far side, one on the near side. Fake handoff again. Iacampo to throw over the middle. Caught! And he's going to go all the way.
Oh, the
ball comes
lows.
out. That's going to be a touchback.
And that's going to be a safety.
No, I believe that would be a touchback.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's what I meant. That's what I meant, Pat. My bad. Jeez.
Now, did he cross the plane first?
I don't think so, Pat.
We're going to have to look at this again.
I believe he was down, but I could be wrong. I mean, it's almost, I think the helmet of the safety goes right through the ball.
There's Jonathan Spikes.
No,
yeah, that's going to be a touchback.
Really great job by a replay guy, Ryan Talby, hooking us up with a great slow motion view. But
oh my goodness.
And that's
what
just
a turn of events, just unfortunate. And so it's just been some like really unfortunate fumble and a touchback. That reminds me kind of Browns Chiefs a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it
in
does.
The playoffs.
There was a targeting and everybody knows it.
Yeah, but you know, it's just how quickly the momentum could change. Bengals are about to score, and then all of a sudden they've lost the football.
Yeah. Well, the worst thing you could do for a team that you should be beating is give them hope. And give them kind of the will to survive.
The Bengals power down the field, and then that happens. How unfortunate. But what are you really going to do? Yeah. That's a big hit and a nice job by St. Vincent-St. Mary.
Yeah.
All right, now it's Hurley in the shotgun. He's got a running back on either side. He's going to take this as a design QB run. Not going to go too far.
Oh, he breaks the tackle.
Wow. Finally taken down by Kellen Donnelly, but he's going to be close to the marker. Second and short, to be 2nd and 1.
And it looked like Eschke had him, and he goes. It looked like somebody kind of like got wrapped up. They both tried to wrap him up and tore him 2 different directions, and he was able to get up and kind of walk up unscathed.
Hurley takes the snap, fakes a handoff, another design QB run, but tackled from behind. We'll take another look. I mean, just immediately.
And Dontrell Wilson, who stepped in for the injured Matt Wilson, funny enough, Wilson, but no relation that I know of. He's done a heck of a job, and it's tough to step in for a high-caliber starter like that. But
3rd and inches. They're going to try and go up the middle, and this is going to be close.
I
don't believe they have it because the marker is past the 30-yard line, and they are not there. It's going to be 4th and short.
And this is a long 1 yard, Pat. This might be 2.
Well, if you look down here, where the 4th down marker is next to the chains, I mean, this sure doesn't look like it.
No, it's definitely at like the 31 or the 32, and the ball's.
Yeah, so that marker is not really correct. It is about a 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1 and about a 4th and 2.
Yeah.
Going to take the snap and try the same thing. And I don't know.
I don't think he got.
I don't know
did
about
he?
this.
They
moved the sticks. Oh, boy.
We're sorry for the clipping there.
Luka did not agree. But regardless, it's a 1st down for the Irish. Took them a couple tries.
Yeah, 3 straight quarterback runs, and they finally get it, but.
All right, fresh set of downs for the Irish. Hurley in the shotgun. The snap. It's going to be a handoff towards the near side. It's Campbell. Diving tackle and a nice job by Antoine Smith. And a little bit of hobbling off the field.
And it just feels like they have a ton of, at least St. Vincent-St. Mary's has a ton of momentum right now. Not a ton, but have some momentum.
More than they really should.
Yeah.
Line him in the shotgun again. Trips on the far side. He's going to try and throw on the run. Absolutely nowhere to go. Just gets it out over the middle to no man's land, and that'll make it 3rd and 6.
And really good coverage on the outside. It was a designed bootleg, and they thought they were going to hit that outside route, and really good coverage there on the outside by John Jones. Kind of shuts it down, so. And big 3rd and 6 here, Pat, and you would hope that the Bengals can get off the field, but with the lack of success they've had on 3rd down in the past couple games, you got to wonder what adjustments they can make.
Hurley in the shotgun again. This time it's Campbell to his left. He's going to throw incomplete. Almost caught and intended for Mike Frazier, the sophomore, but incomplete. Now St. Vincent-St. Mary, no choice but to punt.
Yeah. And even if he caught that, I'm not sure that he would have got the 1st down. 3 Bengals in the air, I believe. Yep. Jonathan Spikes and company. So that's a nice job of getting off the field, and you got to hope that the Bengals can continue their momentum on offense. They were able to move the ball down the field.
Shorter punt. Just a fair catch by Owen Slemps. Now another chance for this Bengals offense. They've looked good, but just some tough turnovers.
Yeah.
Well, look, we saw St. Vincent-St. Mary yesterday, or at least some of them.
Yeah.
I believe it was their junior class is what I saw online. At our diocesan mass at Public Auditorium downtown. It was a real interesting experience.
You could say that again.
We were able to gather with a lot of the Catholic schools throughout the diocese. We had mass with the bishop.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pat, it was a really nice time at the mass. Whenever you could come together and celebrate like that, it's a really good time.
Yeah.
But we'll say senior and freshman class did get stranded there for a good hour and a half.
That is true, and I was not a part of that, but you guys didn't get back till 2:30, so I really apologize for that.
Well, you weren't running the buses.
You're right, I was.
Well, it wasn't the people running the buses, really,
It was
either.
just the fact that, we don't have
we
enough
had so
buses
many
to take
people.
everyone at once. I had Campo going deep.
That's pass interference.
Gotta be some pass interference. It was intended for Tremel Reese, but he ran right into Giovanni Vincent. That's going to be a pass interference without a doubt.
I mean, like
no way he could have made the catch with
Yeah,
the way that
block
he was
in the
yeah, he
back.
just got pushed to the ground as well. So yeah, without a doubt, pass interference on that play. Be a fresh set of downs for Benedictine.
And you gotta like Campo's, sort of confidence throwing down the field tonight. We haven't seen it a ton in prior weeks, and he seems to be super confident in slinging the ball down the field.
All right, Campo, pitch to Corday Blair. Doesn't get very far, second down. Just saw online that Coach Anthony DiGeronimo's dog Murphy is tuned in at home, so absolutely love to see it.
It's going to be a flag on St. Vincent-St. Mary's. 25, really got in the face of Eric Charmley for really no reason. And I believe that's August Stroman that's going to check into the game here.
Yes, it is.
And I can't say that we've called his name before.
So the Chains still have it as 1st and 10, so I'm not sure why that is. Campo under center. Now it's second down. There we go. 2nd and 9. And again, not going very far. But a flag comes in.
No, it's the marker.
Oh, is that the ball marker? The ball came free.
I mean, I don't know. It could be because Anthony Vitta got it right there.
There you go.
Maybe
Had to second guess yourself.
Yeah,
though.
might have had some trouble kind of getting the count down with the snaps.
Well, now it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I mean, they're having
ball security issues.
A ton of trouble with the snaps, it feels like, so far. Couldn't really see with all the mix-up, but...
Yeah, it's tough to see from up here. All right, Campo in the shotgun. It's Blair in the backfield once again. The snap. All right, Campo to throw. He's hit as he throws, but it's complete to Spikes towards the outside. He's going to be just short of this first down. We'll see what the Bengals decide to do. It's going to be 4th and about 2.
That's a really nice throw there by Campo. I mean, he absolutely got rocked and just stood and delivered a strike to Spikes.
Got to stay calm there, and he did.
And you set yourself up to be able to get the kind of set yourself up for 4th down. So not sure what the confusion here is.
There's a lot of confusion. But it is going to be 4th and 1. And Benedictine's going to keep their offense on the field.
That's a heck of a lot more than 1, Pat. Is it?
That's 1 according to what the scoreboard says. And
3.
It's 1.5. It's 1.5.
Well, it's at the... Okay, whatever you say.
Our angle isn't the best. Just the way that, like, the periph...
I guess.
Yeah, whatever. Don't ask me for the vocab.
Vantage point.
Vantage point. From our vantage point.
Bang.
There you go. See, there it is. Now we have whistles. Timeout. St. Vincent-St. Mary. So we'll tell you about Pizzazz. If you're hungry, you can order from Pizzazz. Located just 2 minutes from Don Shula Stadium. You can order their pizza by going to www.pizzazzpizza.com or call 216-721-7272 to order today. Again, that's 216-321-7272. That's Pizzazz on the Circle. Pizzazz Pizza, proud sponsor of Benedictine Athletics.
Interesting set here, Pat. They have 2 running backs into the game. It's Blair and Forte.
And then Campo under center. I don't think they've got this. We'll see.
No, and it's trouble with the snap again. They do got it. They did get the first down. I believe he did fall forward a tad, so.
Okay, there's finally, I didn't see a signal at first, but finally first down. Okay. Yeah, all these St. Vincent-St. Mary fans were cheering as if they had gotten the stop.
Well. Oh. A little bit of a hot mic there.
Hot
from
mic
the
on the
section.
fans, yeah. Iacampo in the shotgun. Just one running back, it's Blair. He's to the left of Iacampo. Now goes back behind him. John Jones here on the near side. Motion from Pat Shea. The snap, handoff goes to Blair, wrapped up. Really nice job by Brandon Nicholson. You've got to get the offense going against the St. Vincent-St. Mary team.
Well, they are, I mean, aside from the first drive and a half, they really, well, first two drives, you could say. I mean, it's.
But I mean, you were thinking at this point in the game, you know, second quarter, you know, almost, you know, approaching the end, that the Bengals would have more than a
yeah,
a
for
6-point
sure.
lead.
I would agree with you, Pat. But I mean, the offense has kind of turned back to the one-dimensional sort of predictability that we've seen.
A lot of running the ball. Iacampo, this time he'll throw. On the run, goes deep, he's got Jones, and it's picked off. And a good return gets him down to the 39. It was picked off.
There's going to be a scuffle here,
By
Pat.
number 14, who we don't have on our roster, so I can't even tell you who he is.
And they that's the right read by Iacampo, but just kind of underthrew it a little bit. And man, we're getting a lot of hot mics tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
That guy down.
We got to just keep talking so, so we don't get anybody in trouble here.
A lot to say on the St. Vincent-St. Mary side. Another look at the pick. Nice job by number 14.
And they throw Iacampo out of the. I mean, I don't know about that, Pat. I mean, they like drive him all the way into the sideline.
So now another chance for the St. Vincent-St. Mary offense, hanging around in this game.
And I mean, just the costly mistakes, Pat, is
And
just
you
coming to
gotta
kill 'em.
wonder. I mean, I think by far best game the Bengals have played all season was NDCL.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder where that has been. I mean, they played so well.
Yeah.
In that
I mean,
game,
pretty
it
much a
really gave a
perfect
lot of
game.
excitement, and then the next week just came out, and I feel like that loss to Lake Catholic really
stunted a lot of momentum.
deflated the momentum for sure. Yeah.
But
timeout taken here by.
But
we haven't received a ruling yet, so we'll wait and see on that. But
I think you could make the argument too, Pat, that the Bengals offense really has not looked the same since Carlton went down. Just because you're missing your number one option at wide receiver, at least. I mean, he was such a vital part, not only of the passing game, but of the running game. He was a leader on offense, and he knew what he was doing. And, I mean, that kind of sounds simple, but, it's a big thing when your wide receivers have to learn, all the plays they have. These wide receivers know what they're doing on that play. Now you have to relearn all the plays and learn what. So, whoever wide receiver 2 is has to jump to wide receiver 1 and so on and so forth. And that's definitely tough to do. And it throws you out of the rhythm if you're Iacampo because, you have to build new relationships with these guys just from the sole fact that they're not the same, they're not making the same impact anymore. Antoine Smith or John Jones becomes your number one option on a lot of plays.
this has been a long time out. We still don't know who took it because there's no ruling on the board.
It's not a timeout, Pat. The one guy down there, one of the
Oh.
He got hurt in the scuffle. And they're tending to him.
Oh, so that is my apology. Yeah, it looks like one of our members of the chain gang down here is being tended to. And that's my mistake. I completely missed that. So good call, Luca. But so Mr. Devers has just reminded us that's Chuck St. John, long-time member of our chain gang. We actually honored him earlier this year.
Yeah.
Class of 1954. Mr. Devers just rattling all this information off the dome, but
ask Mr. Devers.
we just honored him earlier this year for being such a long-time member of the chain gang. It looks like he's all right, which is good to see. We're gonna get reset and get back underway here. So it'll be first down and 10 for St. Vincent-St. Mary. Hurley in the shotgun. He's got Campbell to his left. The snap, handoff, and wrapped up by Sean O'Connell.
That's a really nice wrap up there by him. And I mean, we haven't really called his name a ton in the past couple weeks, but you got to think that teams start kind of game planning for him a little bit. We've seen them put 2 blockers on his side.
So a big loss there. It'll be 2nd and 13. The snap, Hurley, pressure in the pocket, looking for something, has nowhere to go, trying to be tracked down. Will Eschke finally pushes him out of bounds. He gets just past the line of scrimmage, and it's now a 3rd and long.
That's really nice closing speed there by Eschke. For a linebacker, he does have really great agility. And, the quarterback obviously going to outrun O'Connell there, but it's a nice job. I'll tell you what, Pat, I am freezing cold.
I don't understand, because I know, every time we breathe, all the smoke comes out.
Oh, how gracious.
But I'm not feeling that cold.
Oh, I am. Feeling it right in my toes.
Hurley tries to go over the top. He's got a man. Pushed to the ground by Eschke.
Oh!
Here comes the pass interference.
Well, we'll see. Are we going to see a replay on that? I don't know. But, yeah, we will. Thank you. It's a wheel route there, and I don't know about that.
I mean,
I
Eschke
think
did
Eschke
push
was-
him to the ground, but,
But he's trying to make a play on the ball there,
Yeah.
Pat. I mean, I don't know. Very late flag, I will say
I
that.
feel like now is a point in the game where the Bengals need some sort of big momentum swinger. Pick six, scoop and score, something along those lines. The defense has to do something to get the offense going.
Yeah. And we've mentioned this before in the past. It just kind of seems like the sideline is dead, even when they're winning. And, it sure feels like that now. And it doesn't feel like they're winning. I mean, it's, 13-7. It just kind of feels like everything's going wrong for them.
The snap, handoff, near side, flag comes in. Tackle made by Will Eschke. Brendan O'Connell out there on the field. Love to see it. He was lined up over there on the far side. And that could be part of it, too. A lot of young guys are getting opportunities. We see James Jackson out there. Javion Levitt's been out there quite a bit as well. Owen Slem. So young guys getting opportunities tonight.
But I wonder how cautious you are if you're Coach P and kind of the coaching staff giving these young guys opportunities, because he's still got to win.
You do.
I mean, obviously, a lot of things have gone wrong so far for the Bengals to be put in this situation. However, I don't think you could negate the fact that, it is only a 6-point game, believe it or not.
Run towards the outside is going to get some yardage and a first down. Giovanni Vincent continues to be very good for them. And I'm wrong. I said first down. What am I talking about?
It was, wasn't it?
No, because why is the yard marker all the way back here, but the line of scrimmage is there?
Oh, it was holding.
Oh, okay.
15-yard holding. Oh, there's another holding.
Okay, so at this point, we'll have to just wait and see what the down and distance is now. I think 2nd and 27 is going to be what we call it.
2nd and Texas, Pat. Give me some up top.
There we go. So 2nd and 27. Can't let St. Vincent-St. Mary have any hope now here. Oh, it's
yeah, it is.
1st and 27. Okay.
Because the first down play also went for a holding.
There we go. A big heave over the top this time. Eschke, that's Donnelly, correction.
Nice coverage there by him.
Not much contact, and it was a little bit overthrown, so. But he was there regardless. 2nd and 27. .248 left to go here in half number 1. Bengals just up by 6.
Seen a ton of Brennan O'Connell so far
Yeah,
tonight.
there he is. The snap, and they try to grab him, but diving for the legs is Owen Slemps. And now we have more whistles. Timeout taken by Benedictine. 2 left for each squad.
And I believe that, you're trying to get the ball back here and score before half because you don't get the ball at half. St. Vincent-St. Mary's gets the ball at half. So would be disastrous if they get some points here, which I'm not sure they will, but.
Especially on this very long 3rd and 25.
Still, crazier things have happened.
Big news, our open house is coming up. We've been talking about it all season. November 2nd, the event begins with Mass at 10 a.m. in the Abbey Chapel, followed by the open house at 11. Come to see all Benedictine has to offer. Go ahead and visit cbhs.edu/admissions for more information. I'd also like to say our Champions Day was a huge success. The gifts to the annual fund, absolutely incredible. We actually learned what Champions Day is between last week and this week. Me and Luke are progressing clearly. But we smashed the goal of $99,000. President Schroeder donated the extra $10,000, and it was a huge success. So thank you to everybody that donated. Back to throw over the middle, incomplete, and that'll make it 4th and 25.
And Earl Jackson had pretty much a free shot at the quarterback. I mean, he really just, there was no blockers.
Fourth and 25, they'll be forced to punt here. Hurley, plenty of time. That's a good punt. Slamps, fair catch. So now the Bengals are going to have 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Plenty of time. Look, we usually take a lap, but I don't know if there's anything to see today.
And it's pretty cold. It's a little chilly.
Well, if you take a lap, you'll get moving.
Well,
you can't stay here all halftime.
It's just my feet is the issue. It's
I kind of get what you're saying.
Just my feet. My two-tone shoes aren't defending the cold.
I wish we could get a shot of what's going on. Luca has lost the shoes today, right now.
Well, I took them off just for a second. Just for a second.
All right.
I don't know why we're exposing me.
All right.
There's no camera on my feet for a reason.
Well, we could get this one fired up back here. All right, Bengals offense back out there. It's Iacampo in the shotgun. This time it's Earl Jackson in the backfield. He's going to go to the right of Iacampo. Iacampo rolls out to the far side, looking, goes, tipped, almost picked again.
And Iacampo's got to get sort of back that confidence back that he had at the beginning of the game. Interesting route concept there by Tramel Reese. I don't know if you saw it there, Pat, but it's almost really weird. It was, I can't even explain it. It's sort of like, it was turned into a wheel route at the end, sort of on the outside, but caused a little commotion on the outside because Tramel Reese beat his defender so bad that, you know, he was in between the safety and him, and they had that curl route going, and that defender was just in the vicinity.
Jackson to the right of Iacampo. Yeah, St. Vincent-St. Mary jumped here, so. That'll make it a 2nd and 5. I'm hearing some sort of flute. Are you hearing that?
I'm hearing a flute.
I don't know what I'm hearing right now. Mr. Devers just said, "I think you said it was a flute." Well, I don't know. I'm not looking at it. But all I can hear is the whistling noise. But I'm not a musical expert, so I can't identify the instrument. Iacampo is going to the right side. Look back towards the near side. He found Jonathan Spikes. He broke a tackle and picked up the first down. Past the 45 to the 46, and the Bengals are moving the sticks. That's a really nice play. Look at Iacampo. Goes to that far side, switches the entire field, then looking to a wide open Jonathan Spikes. Kind of pushed the defense that way by rolling that way.
Yeah.
So a 1st and 10 for Benedictine. It'll be Iacampo in the shotgun again with Earl Jackson to his left. This time it'll be a handoff to Jackson, and he's wrapped up quickly, and a nice job. And there's Hurley. Rylan Hurley. He's been really good all around.
Yeah.
Making things happen on both sides of the ball. He's been one of their best defensive players. Iacampo takes the snap, rolls to the right side. He's going to throw, overthrows Tramel Reese. 3rd and 10.
And my mom is asking me if I legitimately lost my shoes. No, Mom, I didn't actually lose my shoes. I just took them off for a second because I was cold.
Not sure how that helps.
Well, because I was like putting my feet over it so the warmth would like, you know what I mean, like the warmth of my foot.
Oh.
You know what? I'm done explaining myself.
There you go. You know what? You don't have to. Iacampo in the shotgun. It's Earl Jackson to his left. Trips on the near side. One up top. The snap. Iacampo, pressure, just has to get it out of there.
And that ball's loose.
No,
incomplete
should
pass.
not. Yeah, that should be an incomplete pass. Bengals gonna be forced to punt, and they have let St. Vincent-St. Mary stick around for way too long. Majors on a punt. And it's almost blocked. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of contact, no flag.
I mean, completely blocked. A completely botched kicking assignment, or blocking assignment. That's really not Major's fault. I mean, the guy that blocked it was completely unblocked. And it really sloppy game for the Bengals so far. I mean, And you got to wonder how much the tides will turn here if VSJ, St. Vincent-St. Mary is able to score before half because they get it after halftime.
Yeah. The snap, Hurley to throw, looks towards the near side, chucks it up in the air again. It's underthrown. No, oh my goodness. And the throw was nowhere near the receiver.
I mean, that was,
it was intended for Janelle Baker, but.
That could have been called pass interference on about 3 guys there, Pat. Let's get another look. Just chucks it, but like, look, I mean,
you can't be
you
that
got one guy right there, another guy right there. I mean, that just can't happen.
Well, that's almost definitely on Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, they're both Jackson. James Jackson, not Earl Jackson. But, yeah, with the throw the place that it was. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for St. Vincent-St. Mary. We had some rain earlier today. Lucky that it's holding off now, though.
Yeah.
Because the combination of cold and rain would not have been ideal.
No, Pat. No, it would not.
Hurley in the shotgun. He's got Nicholson to his left. Finally ready to get this thing back underway. The snap, handoff. That's a nice job there. That was Jonathan Spikes on the hit. We have a timeout taken by St. Vincent-St. Mary. You can sign up now for your Bengal for a Day visits, your Shadow Days. You can sign up for your HSPT prep courses and the HSPT test itself. For more information, go ahead and visit cvhs.edu/admissions.
So just under a minute left in the half, Pat, and this has been less than ideal for Benedictine.
Yeah, and we had mentioned, you know, so exciting to see the Bengals offense finally figuring it out, and now kind of lost it again.
Yeah, completely lost it.
Hoban and Eds, that's a good game. Hoban leads 14-7 at the half. VASJ up 3. It's 20-17 on Delaware Hayes. That's staying close. It's a 2nd and 10. The snap. Hurley tries to go deep again. That's way overthrown. Incomplete. Continue to try and find some of these scores around the league. CVCA 35, EC 6. North leads Mayfield. That would be an upset. 9-0 right now. Let's see. Alliance up big on Marlington, so they're going to advance to 8-2. Chardon is up 20-6 on Kenston, and that's incredible.
That's big.
It's going to shake things up quite a bit. And depending on what happens in Perry and Hawken, unfortunately, we don't have a report from that game.
And that'll be...
That should be another first.
Yep, first down for... And ton of bickering from the crowd here. Jeez, we're sorry if there's any hot mics tonight. Our audio guy is slacking over here. He's scrolling Instagram. Look at him.
Just overthrown to Giovanni Vincent. And that big pass from Hurley, it's been real close a couple of times.
Yeah. And
they made it happen on the one touchdown.
Yeah, Pat, but it seems like that's kind of all their passing game has been, aside from a couple short intermediate passes. It's been a ton deep and to the outsides, but I'll tell you what, I mean, he's got a heck of an arm, and he's really letting loose here.
And he throws the ball high in the air, not just far, but high.
No, yeah, I mean, it's like, it goes like 50 feet up in the air and just kind of plummets right in the bucket.
Hurley to throw, rolling towards the near side, pressure, O'Connell in there. It's going to go incomplete, intended for Mike Frazier, and he had it in his hands but couldn't hang on. 3rd and 10.
Only 22 seconds left, 3rd and 10. Big play here, Pat. Gotta wonder what they're gonna draw up because, I mean, you have one timeout left, but I mean, kind of a lot of decisions to make, and I think Benedictine's gonna call their second timeout. All right, Pat. Let's talk about Bengal for a day.
We already did.
Oh, we did? Let's talk about it again. Come Shadow. I wasn't paying attention.
Clearly.
Well, Pat, I just want to kind of talk about Bengal for a day, for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it was, you know, I remember when I was first coming in and even my freshman and sophomore year, it was kind of an issue just because, you know, a lot of kids didn't understand, you know, kind of the bickering that happened at school. But I'll tell you what, Bengal for a day has been head over heels better now. Just like, I mean, just shout out to all the students listening because, I mean, everything I've heard, everything I've heard about Bengal for a day has been positive, and there has not been any incidents. So shout out, go Bengals, man, because the last thing we need to, Mr. Devers is going like this, but he obviously is not in the know.
Clearly.
So
he just hides in the media lab all day.
Yeah.
Never leaves.
He's not in the know, but I'm just glad there wasn't any incidents like there was in the past.
Hurley to throw on 3rd and 10. He goes short. It's complete. Owen Slemps makes a diving tackle and helped out by Jonathan Spikes. Everybody a little bit slow to get up as it was complete to Mike Frazier, but now it's 4th down. And with 15 seconds left, you got to wonder what the game plan is here for St. Vincent-St. Mary. May as well go for it. I feel like you got nothing to lose.
Well, I don't think they trust their kicker to hit a 50-yarder.
Yeah, I highly
What do
doubt
I
that.
know? I would trust Nate Majors to run out there and kick a 50-yarder.
And it's kind of crazy, too, to put into perspective just how many possibilities there are coming out of this week.
Yeah.
I know our game is so small in importance in comparison to some of these other games that are going on tonight. We just have to do our job and kind of just wait and see what happens. But we're going to pretty much sign off tonight not knowing
what the deal is.
I don't know if we'll be joining you next week.
I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again, Pat.
That is
I've been waiting to use that.
And you used it perfectly. So that's
sweet.
I mean, you know,
yes.
We'll see what happens from here on out. You guys are going to have to stay tuned to our social media because obviously by the end of tonight we're not going to know the situation 100%. Hurley pressure. He's going to be sacked, but a flag comes in. Just spiked it into the ground. We'll see what the flag is.
Not sure
it would be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, but I'm not Oh, intentional grounding.
Yeah,
that's big.
I was thinking that. Intentional grounding.
I think the Bengals are going to have a shot at this just to go for the end zone one time unless you want to really,
you may as well. You may as well. But how much? You got 10 seconds left. You could do a quick pass, get out of bounds, or take a timeout. You got one left. Send Nate. Yeah. That was bad. Send Nate Majors out there.
And.
All right.
What are they going to do? I wouldn't be surprised if they just come out and knee those.
Also a possibility.
For sure.
But, I mean, You never know because St. Vincent-St. Mary starts with the ball. We have whistles that come in. They're going to take their...
Hello?
This has happened so much this season. We blow the play dead and we don't communicate what's going on, unfortunately. No flag, no timeout, so we're just talking about something here.
It was not a flag thrown.
So I don't know what to do. Okay, now we're all going to talk. We got to get some mics on the guys down there, I feel like.
Wow.
St. Vincent, St. Mary fans have a lot to say.
And they're very loud, and we don't even have a mic on them. Kudos to them.
Now they're going to go talk to Coach P. I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, the one guy's shaking the one ref's hand, as you can see right there. I wish I could communicate with you guys at home what's going on, but I have just about as much of an idea as you guys do. Now talking to Coach P again. Coach P, Coach Wilson, who knows what's going on at this moment? Oh my gosh, 10 seconds left. Let's get these 10 seconds going here.
St. Vincent, St. Mary's fans saying play ball. I agree with him. I mean, you got to agree. This has been the longest 10 seconds to end the half, maybe ever. Ask Wally, what's the longest time to end a half of all time?
What game was it that took? Lutheran East took forever. Last 2 minutes. That took like a half an hour. I don't know what we're doing, but I wish we could figure it out. Oh, my goodness. It's cold out here, guys. I mean.
Fellas, let's wrap it up. I want to grab a hand warmer. Come on. Jeez. No, it's okay. Oh, my good friend Topher Phelps brought me a hand warmer. Wow. Oh, two. How lucky can one get? Oh, hello. I just slipped and fell there. Oof.
Topher, not sure what he's doing up here in the booth. I thought he was supposed to be doing something right now.
Yeah. Topher likes to roam.
Okay, now we're going to talk to Coach P again.
Man, these hand warmers are great.
I think whatever this is going on is that it's negative towards Benedictine because obviously Benedictine's frustrated with whatever's going on.
But a little confused because there was a intentional grounding, and they did not enforce it. So it should be 10 yards plus the loss of down. Could we get a ruling on that?
But I don't think, to be honest, I don't know if they know what's going on either.
Well, it doesn't look like they do. Oh, I was right! Come on!
Good job. Yeah, obviously, there's St. Vincent-St. Mary's coach. He's saying, what the heck?
I mean, they're on the field, and they're trying. I mean, they're
oh my goodness.
completely.
Head coach Duran Grant.
And there's a ball on the field.
Oh, my goodness. This kid's been dribbling it on the sideline. Now it's on the field.
Oh, we got
now
it
he
back.
just
Oh,
punted it.
Oh. Bad punt. Their punter's terrible. Do you get the ref?
I do, yes, because you showed me that pregame today.
Yay. If anybody doesn't know, the Vikings announcer, who I strive to be like every broadcast, they were little story time while we're waiting, but no, never mind. We're not going to wait, so I don't get to tell the scenario. Anyway, look it up.
St. Vincent-St. Mary jumping around out there. Trying to stay warm. We've been standing here for like what feels like 10 minutes.
Anyways, look it up. Vikings announcer funny moments. You'll see some good ones.
Get him off the field.
Get him off the field.
All right, it's going to be Iacapo under center. We do have 10 seconds left. It's a 1st and 10. The snap. Ball's not going anywhere. Pick up about 4. And that should take us to halftime. All right, bit of a slow first half. Got to be a little bit concerned. It's 13-7. St. Vincent-St. Mary hanging on here from Don Shula Stadium. We'll step aside. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. We welcome you back to Don Shula Stadium, where at the half the Bengals lead 13-7. Luca, what a weird half of football.
You could say that again, Pat. Really, I mean, peculiar stuff. It felt like the Bengals were really kind of in control of the game, and then a couple fumbles and miscues, and then it just really got sloppy. You know, you got to come back and have a really good half of football because, you know, a 6-point game is not. It should not be a 6-point game. I'll tell you that, Pat. And,
That's true.
I mean, it's pretty. A lot of troubles with the snaps. I mean, troubles with pretty much everything.
The Bengals, obviously, I think, as I was thinking about this at halftime last year, during senior night, obviously Joey Pomnian went down. He was out for the year. Devastating. I think they're trying to avoid something like that happening this year, which makes sense. But we are seeing a lot of young guys getting opportunities in this game. But at a certain point, when do you think we have to win this game if we want our season to continue? You've got to make a decision and put your starters out there, which, I mean, a lot of them are out there. The Bengals are really just struggling. And it's a broken record at this point. The Bengals are struggling to get anything going offensively. But when they're more creative offensively, we've seen success. That really nice touchdown to Antoine Smith from Iacampo. Beautiful throw. But aside from that, it's been tough going.
Well, I mean, you really hit it on the head, Pat. But, I mean, I think just to piggyback off of what you said, I mean, it is only a 6-point game, and St. Mary's gets the ball at it. Like, they get the ball coming out of the half.
And we heard some of their guys during halftime talking about, oh, you know, we can beat this team.
Yeah.
And Yeah, so Benedictine has got to get that out of the mindset of St. Vincent-St. Mary. Come out here like VASJ did last game and just, you know, get a couple big plays, pull away just a little bit, and get things going here.
Well, I mean, we talked about this, but, I mean, the worst thing you could do for a team that you should be beating this, you know, really should be beating is, you know, you can't give them hope, and the Bengals have done just that, and they've given them more than hope. They've given them a chance to win.
Absolutely.
And, you know, just sloppy mistake, just killing themselves. That's the only way to put it because, you know, it's not like St. Vincent Mary's making like crazy good plays. I mean, they've had some good plays here and there, but
nothing.
I mean,
nothing too wild.
Penalties. I mean, they might have fumbled 6 snaps in the first half.
Yeah.
It was a good 4 or 5, and I mean, just can't happen. And when you play better teams, we've seen this against VASJ. That's kind of what happens, and you know, just I don't think there's too much else to say other than it's got to be better.
So we are just about ready for the second half of action.
So the Bengals defense really has to come out here and get a stop just to kind of kill any momentum that St. V's might have coming out of the half. But, you know, it really doesn't feel like a 6-point game. And, man, just a little bit of a loss for words here.
We'll try and get you updated again. I mean, these games around the region are huge tonight, so look into that again.
And, you know, it's not official that Benedictine controls their own destiny, but to some extent they do. I mean, if they...
Oh, wow. VASJ is pulled away from Hayes, as you were saying.
I mean, they kind of do in that they have to win. And if they win, they have a really great shot at getting in the playoffs. I mean, 99%, if you will.
Madison up big in their game against Conneaut. CVCA blew out Elyria Catholic. Geneva big on Jefferson area. This kickoff will be taken in. They're going to fake a little handoff there. It's Hurley running towards this near side and finally hit big and pushed out of bounds by Sonny Arrieta. Final, Kenston has fallen to Chardon, 34-13.
Wow.
And that's, you know, unexpected coming in, so that's big.
That kind of shakes shakes things up because Kenston was so high on the standings.
And I think it absolutely shakes up who we play as well. So St. Vincent-St. Mary's offense with another chance here. Trying to get an update on this Hawken versus Perry game.
Hawkins been really great this season. I mean, when you look at what they've been able to do, 8-1's a great record, and kind of flew under the radar, at least in my mind, to start the year.
A run towards the far side, wrapped up. Brennan O'Connell couldn't quite bring him to the ground. Now trying to go back towards the other side, and they're somehow going to get a first down. Unbelievable. There he goes.
Wow. I mean, that's a heck of a play by him. And I believe that's Vincent. And, man, just unfortunate. Brennan O'Connell had a really nice break on that and made a really, pretty solid play. Just got to finish the tackle, but it's a little unbelievable that flips like that. I mean, it might have been a 10-yard loss, and he turned it into a
10-yard gain.
Yeah, 15-yard gain-ish. So.
Yeah.
But, that's been kind of the story for the game if you're the Bengals. Just getting unlucky a little bit.
Run towards the outside, staying on his feet. They're going to get another first down.
And, so far, just not a great start coming out of the half because you really got to get a stop. You really don't want to lose the lead. That would be really, really not great, especially to a team that you really should be beating.
First and 10 for St. Vincent-St. Mary. It's Hurley in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off again. Bengals again failing to get the initial tackle and pushed to the ground there by Kellen Donnelly, but they're moving the ball well to start this half.
And they're hitting him in the backfield almost every play, and they just can't wrap up. It was Eschke there who really only got a hand on his leg, but missed tackles so far in this drive has really killed them.
Hurley in the shotgun. He's got Campbell to his right. The snap. He goes to throw quick. Tipped in the air. Almost picked. Spikes had a hand on it. That would have been huge.
Although it's not a pick, that's a really nice play there by Jonathan Spikes. So.
Third and 5. Fake handoff, design quarterback run. They're going to be short of the line of gain here. Now it's decision time for St. Vincent-St. Mary.
I think you keep him out there. I think that was the plan all along if you're running that on a third and pretty long. So.
Looks like we may have some rainfall coming down.
A little bit, Pat.
Nothing major, but
starting to drizzle here. You can kind of see it in the lights just a tad.
Going for it on 4th and 3. The snap, another run up the middle. They're going to be short. Turnover on downs. We need more background noise. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Benedictine. Defense gets the job done there. And St. Vincent-St. Mary, it seems whenever they're close to the line of game, they just run a QB run right up the middle.
Yeah, interesting play call there, Pat, just because you ran it twice in a row and really not mixing it up there at all. But it's worked in the past couple games, or past couple series, if you will.
I feel like you got to score on this drive. Forte moves to the right of Iacampo in the shotgun. The snap, Iacampo to throw. He's got a man. It's John Jones, and it's complete for a first down. There goes Jones. He's got space towards the sideline. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
And that's going to come right back, Pat, because there's going to be there's flags in the backfield. And not really sure what happened. I just kind of saw the end result of it. So what could have been a huge swinger for momentum is going to come all the way back. And Coach P is not happy about that call.
This could be a personal foul. So, yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
What a nice job by John Jones to break free there, but it's not going to matter.
But you'd like to see the offensive. Wow, that's really coming back.
It's going to be 1st and 20, I think.
Yeah. But you'd really like to see the offense sort of adjust, because they're playing a zone and they're giving the wide receivers a ton of space. And whenever they run that sort of 5-yard and in, it's worked really well.
Here's a handoff to Forte, and again, not going anywhere. So that's not going to do much for Benedictine.
And, I mean, he was pretty much swallowed up as soon as he got it, and he might have lost the yard there, Pat, if just getting back to the line of scrimmage. And that's now you have 2nd and 24, and you kind of have to get a little bit back here, at least to get 10 yards and make it, I mean, you can't even call that manageable, but, I mean, get a little something back, but.
Iacampo brings Forte to his right, the snap. Iacampo throws complete to John Jones again. It's the same play, and Jones breaks free again, spinning. They're going to be close to the first down marker.
He'll get it there, Pat. He should get it. Yeah, first down.
That's really big.
And, Pat, I mean, you almost got to run that a couple more times or give it a certain look, because it's just such a reliable play, especially it's a great, I mean, they're giving you such a cushion there. They're backing up almost 11 yards. Just past this, I mean, just past the sticks on the one play, and then on that play they were almost at the 36-yard line. And it's a nice play by John Jones, 2 straight that big plays.
Motion there from Shea, hand off to Forte. He's got some space, and he's going to get another first down for Benedictine. So really nice to see the Bengals getting 2 big first downs there in a row. Got to get that momentum going on offense, continuing here throughout this drive. It's going to be Iacampo under center again. Forte remains in the backfield. Motion from Jonathan Spikes. A handoff goes to Caden Forte again. He finds a hole. Oh, one man to beat, but a nice job there by number 14. Obviously, we don't have his number rostered, but another good run from Forte and a nice job by number 14. He stopped a big run.
But the Bengals offense starting to kind of move here, and really like sort of the running lanes that they're giving Forte, and they're mixing up the motions on the tight end looks there. Put O'Connell in, and then you put Spikes in there, and he kind of runs almost, I don't want to call it a half Z shuffle, but kind of stopped right when he got to the left guard or right guard, and really set the edge nicely.
Another run with Forte on 2nd and inches, and they're not going to get it. So now 3rd down. Might have even lost some yardage there. 3rd and inches, all right. I think regardless, you're going for this. Bengals with 2 downs to pick up this very short yardage.
I would agree with you there, Pat, but you know, ideally you'd like to run it, but you can't be too predictable because I think if you're the defense, you're almost guessing run. I don't think you're run committing, but I do think that you're stacking the box just a tad, so if you're able to...
They're going to keep it with Iacampo. He's going to get it here. Very nice job. So 1st down.
And you'd really feel a lot more comfortable if Benedictine could get a touchdown here, push it to a 2-score game.
Absolutely. You need some breathing room in this game because, like I said, you know, St. Vincent-St. Mary has had a hope this entire time, which they really shouldn't, sitting at 0-8.
Yeah. Little thing to mention here, Jeremiah Pazmino has checked in the game, and Shepard has gone back to center.
Faked handoff. Iacampo looking. Pressure in the pocket. He's going to run it himself, but he's got some space to do so. Trying to spin off of that tackle. Iacampo with a good pickup there, and he really made something out of a bad situation.
And a really nice play there by Iacampo. We haven't really seen him utilize his legs a ton today, and obviously haven't seen a design run for him, and like we've seen it the past couple games.
We have a flag on the play. It's going to push him back. And penalties have just been such a common theme.
They really have been, and it's hurting them on the earlier downs, and then, you know, on 1st and 15, you try to run the ball, and, you know, you're really only getting a couple yards, and then you're 2nd and long, and you're trying to go past the sticks, and then left with 3rd and long, and it's kind of been the same story over and over.
Here's Forte trying to make something out of it, but again, not going very far. So now it's going to be 3rd and long, or excuse me, 2nd and long. It was a replay 1st down.
Oh, Pat, broken clock is right once a day. Is that how the saying goes? Broken clock is right twice a day?
Twice a day.
Well, I haven't been right twice today, so I'm due.
And now we have an injured, and I always struggle with this. Fighting Irishman. It's number 22, Henry Hilton.
An Irishman down?
Yeah, well, how do you say a member of the Fighting Irish? It's an Irishman.
An Irishman down. Yeah. A fighting Irishman down?
Yeah.
Man, that's really a mouthful.
One of the only teams that you struggle with that.
Teams with multiple nicknames, like an adjective, like the Nittany
Lions,
and then the Fighting Irish for Notre Dame, or St. Vincent-St. Mary's. I'm trying to think of another one. Sun Devils, Arizona State, horns up.
There you go.
Man, not really any other ones that I could think of right now.
But you can say there's a Sun Devil down on the field.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah.
You could say there's a Nittany Lion. I gotta stop saying that.
Nittany.
I can't say
There's no L in there, yeah. Motion from Spikes. It is 2nd and 17. Iacampo rolls out, throws quick. He's got Sean O'Connell. He dives forward to pick up some extra yardage. It's going to be a 3rd down and manageable now. That's a nice pickup.
And O'Connell, we really haven't mentioned him in the past game a ton. Really since the touchdown against what was that, Louis?
Yeah.
But I mean, run blocking wise, he's been really good. Man, I'm really stuttering on words today.
It's a 3rd and 9, and you really
Oosh.
felt like the Bengals had to score on this drive, and they had that momentum going, but the penalties pushing them back once again. Forte to the right of Iacampo. He's going to try and throw here. Pressure in the pocket, just heaves it over the top, and he's got Tremel Reese. It's caught. Touchdown.
And that's a heck of a throw right there, just to step up in the pocket, find Tremel Reese, and I think the Bengals missed him the past couple games. And that's a really nice play there. I mean,
and Iacampo, just a desperation chuck. Here it is.
I mean, looks up, steps up in the pocket. Man, nice
almost
throw.
hit as he threw again there. But Tremel Reese, there we go. And now you got some breathing room.
I mean, a little bit, Pat, but, I mean, not enough to say you're out of the woods yet. They're going to go for 2 here,
Absolutely
which
not. Yeah, you got to make up for that missed PAT before.
I don't mind this.
Iacampo was alone in the backfield in shotgun formation. We got 2 wide receivers down low, 1 up top. Jonathan Spikes will be the tight end. Motion from Tremel Reese. They're going to pitch it to him. He's going to try and run in, and he's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and it's Tremel Reese again.
And they're going to have some flags. There's going to have a lot of flags. Taunting, but it'll still count as being forced on the kickoff, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot my rule book at home, but
we'll look at that again while the refs probably talk for 20 minutes. That's a nice little pitch. Tremel Reese, no problem for the most part getting in. Looks like St. Vincent-St. Mary had a lot to say as well, though. So, you know, it's just been kind of a scrappy game. But obviously the points will stay on the board, and the Bengals now have a 2-touchdown lead.
Bengals all taking a knee here. I don't know if we can get – oh, we do got an angle at that. Coach P's getting absolutely fired up. He does not like that at all.
And Coach Wilson in there. I have never seen anything like this.
Can't say that I have either.
Mid-game. He is really trying to fire his team up, and it's understandable. There we go. Get some energy into the team, into the crowd. Really need it. Ryan Wintrick texting into the booth. That's why Luca Bucci is giggling.
Shout out my guy watching at home. Sad he can't be here, but he's probably right for staying home. It is really chilly. And as much as I love doing this with you, Pat, I can't feel my toes anymore. So
I feel like I'm the only one that's really not uncomfortably cold right now. I mean, it's a little cold, but
sorry. Tommy Tough Knuckles over here.
Our jackets are about the same thickness, you know?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry.
I don't have any extra layers. I don't know what's going on with you.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say here. Like, I'm cold, I'm cold.
Will Milan has his clutch hoodie on, so he's good. And his bucket hat. I feel like he never takes off the bucket hat.
I've never seen him without the bucket hat, actually.
Nate Majors gets us back underway, and that's... Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness!
He just RKO'd his teammate.
And we got to – where is Coach Walker right now? We need a mine, take it situation there. Like in the infielder and outfielder going out.
Some WWE stuff going on here.
So –
maybe Mr. Walker's watching at home and he liked that joke. By the way, if he is watching, I got a 20 out of 20 on my pop quiz today on our book, Escape from Camp 14. Great book. Love it. Great stories
everybody
class.
is always complaining about the pop quizzes, but nobody knows how bad Mr. Francioli's class is. Just ask Mr. Devers. He loves Mr. Francioli.
Okay.
He told me I had to take Mr. Francioli as part of the Benedictine experience.
Take Mr. Walker as part of the Benedictine experience.
I feel like that's true, too. So a flag comes in here. This time it's going to push St. Vincent-St. Mary back. And Mr. Bukowski watching at home is going to be happy that a flag finally went our way.
Yeah. Apparently, Mr. Bukowski had some choice words for me today because of my behavior at the Mass. So I'm sorry about that. I didn't do anything wrong.
Behind your back.
I guess so. Some debate in the comments section here.
About Ohio and California? Not sure what that has anything to do with this game. Here we go, a handoff. And a nice run towards the outside. Brandon Nicholson got his legs taken out by John Jones, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pat, you want to tell us what's going on in the game? Or
Yeah, so it's going to be a 2nd and 8. Thanks, Luca.
You're welcome. Well, I'm not the play-by-play guy. I'm not trained to do this. I'm not even trained to do my own job.
So maybe all the people that complain about us this week after week now finally have an explanation. Rolling towards the right side, throwing complete. That's going to be a 1st down. Taken down by James Jackson, but a nice completion to Mike Frazier, and he's played a pretty big impact for the Irish in this game. And when it seems like the Bengals finally, pull away a little bit, St. Vincent-St. Mary knocking on the doorstep.
And St. Vincent Mary has done a nice job of getting their quarterback kind of out in a situation where he's comfortable and he could kind of use his athletic ability.
Fresh set of downs. Hurley to throw. Pressure in the pocket. Rolls out to the far side. Throws on the run. Overthrown. Intended for Mike Frazier, but that'll make it 2nd and 10. Luca, glad to see the Cavs are taking care of business tonight. Up 114-100 on the Brooklyn Nets after losing on opening night. So that's good to see. And game 1 of the World Series is tied at 2. Got to root for the Blue Jays. Tired of seeing the Dodgers win.
I would agree. I try not to root for teams other than Cleveland sports or.
Well, you always kind of have to pick.
I really don't.
Well, maybe not. You can always hate watch teams, though. Like you can hate watch the Steelers.
Yeah, but they're good.
Here's a snap, throw complete, and a number of Bengals in there. Javion Levitt.
Jonathan Spikes absolutely leveled him.
So that'll make it a 3rd down, about half the distance. And I'm wrong. It's going to be a 3rd down and 8. They're going to line up in the shotgun again. It's Turner. He's got Nicholson to his left. The snap. Looking to throw. Pressure. Throws. An attempt at an over-the-shoulder catch for Frazier. But good coverage by Javion Levitt. Slow to get up. I mean, Frazier stayed kind of over Levitt for a while. But that'll force a 4th down now, and looks like they're going to bring on the punt unit. That's good to see. Good job by the defense eventually getting the stop.
And I'll say this. O'Connell on the last series got to the quarterback really quickly on the past couple plays, and Gabe Dolan was in there too, but you like to see the pass rush get going. Not a ton of sacks for the Bengals, not too prolific in that area.
Pretty good punt, fair catch called for by Owen Slemps. And the Bengals offense with another opportunity now.
No miscues on the punt return so far by Owen Slemps. Haven't seen a ton of him, but he's done a nice job, and I'm sure I just jinxed him, so I'm sorry about that. Pat, Halloween coming up next Friday. Can't believe it's already here.
I know. It's a shame that it is on a Friday, so that throws a wrench even into the first round of the playoffs even more.
It really does, but we will be with you.
Hopefully.
All things
no guarantee
God willing.
No guarantee on that at all.
We'll try to be with you. I'll do everything in my power to be with you.
We'll see about that.
Okay.
And we have whistles. I believe a timeout was taken. Yes, Benedictine takes a timeout. So. Once again, we remind you to order from Pizzazz, located just 2 minutes from Don Shula Stadium. You can order their pizza by going to www.pizzazzpizza.com or by calling 216-721-7272 to order today. Again, that's 216-721. I'm just botching this. 216-321-7272. Again, 216-321-7272. That is the number. Pizzazz Pizza, proud sponsor of Benedictine Athletics. I apparently can't read phone numbers now, so that's my bad.
Nice.
First and 10 for Benedictine. It's Iacampo under center. Motion from Jonathan Spikes. The snap. Handoff. Fate. Iacampo to throw. He goes complete. It's Spikes. And he fumbled it a little bit. Did he hang on?
Yes, he did. First down. Flags in the backfield, though, and I think another one going to be on Max Lozier, and he is not happy. And they're going to be pushed back here, Pat. Jeez.
Story, not just of the game, but of the season, it feels.
A little bit there, Pat. You could say that if you wanted to.
First and 20.
And he jumped.
Yeah, okay, so that should give us... That should get us some yardage back. That'll make it first and 15 now. Oh my goodness, so many penalties week after week.
Pat, this has been a really long third quarter, too.
Yeah, it has. Iacampo under center, hands it off. Corday Blair not going too far. You see on the replay, just not really anywhere to go. And a little bit of aftermath, a little bit extracurriculars going on. Seems to be a lot of words being exchanged between these two teams. St. Mary obviously hungry for their first win. So it'll be 2nd and 16. Lost a yard. Iacampo in the shotgun. He's got Blair behind him. The snap. Handoff goes to Corday Blair. This time he has a hole. Towards this near side. Has to outrun one guy. Number 14, he did get hit hard there, and a couple of guys involved in a collision, but Corday Blair is all good. That's a really nice run for a first down. Whistles everywhere. What's the deal this time? Looks
End
like
of the quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Snuck up on us.
I'll tell you what, Pat, on
All
that
right.
last play. Hold on a minute. Hold on now. I just want to point this out. Haven't called his name a ton this season. Most reliable O-lineman on the team, arguably. B. Rose just absolutely destroyed a guy. Go on.
All right.
Sorry.
We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Benedictine Sports Broadcasting Network. We welcome you back to Don Shula Stadium, where the score is Benedictine leading St. Vincent-St. Mary 21-7. Patrick Lloyd, Luca Bucci back with you for the fourth quarter of action. Iacampo under center. Motion from Pat Shea. The snap. Fake handoff. Iacampo to throw over the middle.
O'Connell.
That's O'Connell, but he couldn't hang on.
There will be a flag on the play there. I mean, roughing the passer. Should be at least.
Not sure. Did he hang on?
No.
No, okay. I didn't think so.
Yep. Oh.
Okay, so the Bengals are going to have, I believe, an automatic first down here.
Yeah.
So you're thinking of roughing the passer call, so that's good.
Thanks.
And that's gonna help the Bengals out a lot.
Yeah, well, Pat.
So 1st and 10. Iacampo is under center again. O'Connell and Blair in the backfield. The snap. A fake handoff. Iacampo throws on the run. Complete to Jonathan Spikes. Pushed out of bounds there by quarterback slash linebacker slash everything else. Of course, Rylan Hurley, but a nice little throw on the run from Iacampo finds Jonathan Spikes. And the Bengals are moving the 6 again.
Yeah. That play's been so lethal for him all year. Just kind of bootleg out to the right side and have Spikes sort of swinging that way. And, I mean, I don't think I've seen it go for less than 5 yards.
Iacampo under center. 2 wide receivers up top, 1 down low. Handoff to Blair. Blair tries to hit the outside, tripped up. And a nice job there. It was number 2, I believe. Brandon Nicholson did a nice job. But we'll see it again here. Blair immediately tried to find the outside. Almost outran Nicholson, but he made a nice drag down tackle. Now Caden Forte will come onto the field. Sean O'Connell will exit. Here comes Tremel Reese. All right, Campo jogs back out. It'll be 2nd and 9. Excuse me, 2nd and 7. All right, Campo this time in the shotgun with Forte in the backfield. James Jackson and Tremel Reese on the far side. It's John Jones on the near side. All right, Campo brings Forte to his left. Handoff goes to Caden Forte. He hits the hole. Through the middle. Tripped up at the 5. Really nice run from Caden Forte. That's going to set up a 1st and goal.
They're bringing the big boys in here. Pat Shea and Sean O'Connell checking into the game.
And this is a big point in the game, too, because the Bengals can go up 3 scores, and that would be huge.
Yeah, that would pretty much not end it, but give you a ton of confidence. And
absolutely.
Maybe we see a little bit of Matt first.
And, I mean, that's what we were looking for coming out of the half. You needed a couple scores to really separate yourself from this team, and the Bengals have been able to achieve that. Iacampo under center this time. O'Connell and Forte in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Forte. Tries to cut back in. Diving for the end zone.
Just short.
Wow. That's got to be as short as you can really get. 2nd and goal. All right. So, 2nd and goal at about probably as close as you can get, as I said before. Yeah, you see the ball right there, pretty close. We'll see if they go with that QB sneak we saw last week. Iacampo is under center. It is going to be a handoff to Forte, and he's going to lose yardage. So now it's 3rd and goal.
Man.
You wonder if you see the little dump off to the tight end. We saw it with Shea and O'Connell so far this season, where they're wide open. Saw it against VASJ, against Lutheran East, so be interesting to see if we maybe see that again, because it's worked. 3rd and goal. Iacampo under center. It's O'Connell and Forte in the backfield again. Right, Campo looks towards the sideline. We finally have a whistle. I believe Benedictine is going to take a timeout, and that's correct. So they have one remaining. I believe just potentially trying to get St. Vincent-St. Mary to jump there. Both bands trying to get loud and overpower each other now. Big chance for Benedictine. You feel like you got to punch it in here.
I would agree with you, Pat. Anytime you get inside the 5, you really should punch it in.
So the ball is on the 3-yard line. Campo is going to be under center. He's going to fake a handoff, look to throw. He goes complete. It's Jonathan Spikes, but a flag flies in. So we'll wait and see the call, but right now the Bengals are in the end zone.
Oh, I think they're going to call a legal man downfield, possibly, Pat. Not exactly sure. Looks to be on the Bengals, though. Hey.
This is going to push them back a ton. So now, let's see. What down?
Should be 3rd down.
3rd down. 3rd and goal. It's going to be pushed all the way back. Gee, I mean, they got pushed back a ton here.
Just the 6.
Oh. Okay, there's the ball. So 5-yard penalty. Now it's getting a little cold. Ooh.
Oh, now you're cold.
Now, yeah. 4th quarter, finally. So it's Campo in the shotgun. O'Connell to his left, Forte to his right. Motion now from John Jones and a whistle. Timeout taken by Benedictine.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It gets stuck in my head so quickly, man.
I know. Bands are staying busy as we've had a lot of stoppages.
Little sleepy there, Pat?
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to get in my car and hopefully it heats up pretty quickly, but...
Don't want to drift off on the way
Yeah,
to
that's
school.
what I was scared of. It is nearing 10 o'clock here, so it is past my bedtime, and I do have holy voice crack. I do have 5:45 a.m. practice tomorrow. Go Benedictine Bengal hockey, let's ride.
And the Cavs are looking to choke their lead. They're only up 4 now with a minute 45
great.
left, so that's wonderful. Okay, let's go. 3rd and goal. Yeah, I feel like one of the longest weeks ever. And yesterday felt like Friday.
It did, yeah.
All right, here we go. Campo in the shotgun. Forte to his left. Shea to his right. Motion from Jackson. He's going to throw. Incomplete. Intended for Jonathan Spikes. Couldn't make it happen. We'll look at it again here. Motion from James Jackson. Campo to throw just through the hands of Jonathan Spikes. So now it's a 4th and goal, and here comes Nate Majors. The snap hold, the kick is up, and Nate Majors drills it. It is good. So that'll make it 24-7 Bengals. And that's big just to, kind of just get that extra possession lead there. Apparently I said something wrong. It's 24-7. That's what I thought I said, but whatever. All right. So that's big. Nate Majors gets the job done. 24-7. Benedictine leads. Just got to hold on now defensively. Should be no problem. And it's good because, again, at halftime, this game was closer than it should have been, but the Bengals were able to come out in the second half and execute.
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, I think you're correct, but 10 points in one half, 13 points, and then 10 points is not exactly what you thought you were coming into, just because of, an 0-9 team against the 7-2 team should theoretically be a blowout. Not saying that 24-7 is not, but I think that this game was a heck of a lot closer than what it should have been.
But St. Vincent-St. Mary did make some nice plays. You have to give them credit. Bengals had some costly turnovers at the beginning, gave them momentum, but they were able to recover from that, and that's good.
Yeah, I agree.
The kicker is Josiah Sprogus. He's going to get us back underway. The lefty boots it deep, and that's going to be taken in at the 1-yard line. And the Bengals are going to pin him back pretty far. A nice job by the young freshman kicker, Josiah Sprogus, one of the best soccer players. And that was a really nice kickoff. So now it'll be St. Vincent-St. Mary's offense with an attempt to claw back into this game. But like we've been saying, the Bengals have done a nice job pulling away. Doesn't seem too likely for St. Vincent-St. Mary, especially with the way that the defense has held on here.
Yeah, I mean, there should be no chance that they come back, and you got to give credit where credit is due. St. Vincent-St. Mary's did play a pretty hard schedule.
That is true. One of the toughest. That's a really nice tackle for loss. Sean O'Connell and Brennan O'Connell.
Hey.
Little brotherly love.
Oh. Saw them in a Benedictine Instagram post and couldn't help but be happy for them. Great family. And, yeah, can't begin to say enough good things about them.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 12. Hurley in the shotgun. He's got Nicholson to his left. He's going to try and heave it here. And what a nice catch. Unbelievable. And he made a nice catch earlier. Janelle Baker had the touchdown for St. Vincent-St. Mary, and he was able to just basically wrap his arms around James Jackson and make an incredible catch. We'll look at it again. This was incredible.
And that's not bad coverage on the outside.
Absolutely not. He had him the whole way, but just able to come back towards the ball and make an incredible catch.
Yeah. And Baker only a sophomore here listed for us. I could be, it could be wrong, but I mean, a ton of potential from him.
Right, and we've been saying this St. Vincent-St. Mary program does have a lot of potential going in.
Yeah.
A really good freshman team. They have a bright future ahead of them. Hurley to throw again. They have no choice at this point. They're going deep again. Way overthrown. Donnelly almost had a play on it, but that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And they are probably going to have to force the ball down the field a ton to kind of wrap up this game just because, down by 17 points is, you get what I'm saying, Pat.
I do. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Again, you kind of expect St. Vincent-St. Mary to just be heaving it at this point, but they're actually going to run the ball here with a designed quarterback run, it seems, towards that outside. A lot of pushing around. So now it'll be a 3rd and probably about 5. We'll wait and see. Yeah, 3rd and 5. They're going to line up in the shotgun. You got to pick this up if you're St. Vincent-St. Mary. The snap, he's going to try and throw. He heaves it deep. He's got a man off the back of John Jones. Incomplete 4th down. Good coverage there by Jones.
Yeah, that's a nice play by him. And, I mean, Hurley has done a heck of a job. He's just chucking it down the field. And
it's pretty accurate every time.
Yeah, a lot of really good throws, but obviously tough in double coverage. But, it does get to a point in the game like where we are now when you kind of have to force the ball down the field a little bit just to try to have a chance in this game. So.
Obviously going for it on 4th down. Turner in the shotgun, takes a snap. Pressure. It's O'Connell, just has to get it out, underthrown, turnover on downs.
And I'll tell you what, a couple times O'Connell has come absolutely screaming in there and almost unblocked, but, he's just making a really nice move on his guy and getting home.
So at this point, the Bengals probably just going to drain this clock.
Well, 6 minutes ago you'd think so, but, it is a tall task to sort of do that. Especially with St. Vincent Mary having all 3 timeouts. I don't know how they're going to utilize them if they're really going to, attempt to do that, but who knows.
Final, Hoban beat Eds 24-20. What a game. St. Ed's with their 2nd loss of the year. VSJ 1, Madison 1. Both pretty much expected.
And Matt first checking into the game for the first time.
And we expected to see that as well.
I believe that's J.P. Gambin, too, who checked in the game, number 58. And he'll check out.
I'm trying to get an update on this Perry versus Hawken. But it seems that nobody wants to tell us what the score is. So that's unfortunate. Maybe Will Milan can figure it out.
No, Will, get off your phone.
2nd and 11. Matthew first. Under center. A lot of movement. It's on the side of Max Lozier. Let's see who went first. Looks like the Bengals did, and they're going to be pushed back. That should make it 2nd and 16. And there is in our 2 years playing at John Carroll, this is the least amount of people that I've seen here.
I would have to agree with you, Pat. Really.
Not a lot of energy here tonight. Matthew first under center. Hands it off. Running back is Earl Jackson. He's not going to get too far, but yeah, they are just draining this clock down. Now under 5.5 minutes left. Obviously, you expected more of a blowout in this game, but the Bengals come in, they get the job done, and in this circumstance, that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter how much you win this game by. Final score Clarkson beats St. Ignatius 28-13. Ignatius finishes with just one win, 1-9. Another rough season for them. They're going to miss the playoffs. Bengals draining this clock down now under 5 minutes left to go. It's 3rd and 16. I assume they'll just continue with that. Matthew First under center. The snap. Hands it off. Another run with Earl Jackson. That'll make it 4th down.
They're going to bring on the punt unit, but you would have liked to have seen Matt First been able to let it loose there.
Yeah, just a little bit. Fourth and 15. Hey, the Cavs came out on top, 131-124. Nate Majors to punt. Whistles everywhere, not sure what the deal is. That St. Vincent-St. Mary band going crazy.
Right, right.
Looks like we had a flag against St. Vincent-St. Mary. It'll still be 4th down. We'll punt.
Bad punt. Get the ref again or no?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Keeps going back to that.
I like that. I mean, that's like my favorite commentator moment I think of all time.
There's a lot of good ones though, and we've kind of gone over them as the season's gone on.
There's
like
one.
You pull out a new one every week.
There's one when they're in the Super Bowl. The Vikings are in the Super Bowl, and Brett Favre's their quarterback, and he throws a costly interception to end the game. And
oh boy.
St.
Vincent-St. Mary's gonna pick this up.
Poor timing.
Oh, and he's gonna go all the way to the house. Touchdown, St. Vincent-St. Mary. It is Marcus Reed on the almost scoop and score off the bad punt. And there was pressure in on Nate Majors quickly. And St. Vincent-St. Mary all of a sudden can be within 10 points.
Anyways, and he throws a costly interception. He's like, this season cannot end like this. And then he says the season cannot end like this again when the Vikings missed the field goal to tie the Seahawks in the playoffs.
And Marcus Reed, you'll have to see that for him because he's a senior on this roster of a lot of young guys. So in what will be St. Vincent-St. Mary's last game, nice to see Marcus Reed get on the scoreboard. Now for the PAT, it's Christian Clayton.
Oh, he blocked it.
Kick is no good. Blocked. And we'll have to look at that again.
Sean O'Connell.
Yeah, was it O'Connell with the block?
And he fills another column in the stat sheet.
Oh, in the slow-mo. Yes, Sean O'Connell. Nice job.
Rejected. You guys get that reference. Just shooting off references here.
You can tell the game's moving slowly when Luka just starts rattling off random things. But I feel like that has happened quite a bit. A lot of these games just, they are taking a while.
Yeah. Well, they go quick in, the first quarter, even sometimes the second quarter, and then it just really comes to a screeching halt.
And so now a lot of standing around once again, waiting whistles for something. Okay, here we go. It'll be St. Vincent-St. Mary kicking back off to Benedictine, and at this point, you'd think St. Vincent-St. Mary has all 3 timeouts left, but the Bengals are going to try and run this clock down even more. But with the game, and it's 11 points now, so that missed PAT, that blocked PAT by Sean O'Connell becomes kind of crucial. A 10-point lead is one thing, but now if St. Vincent-St. Mary wants to come back, they need
2
touchdown or a touchdown 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
And they're going to try a little squib kick. Oh, my goodness. Who has the football?
Oh, dear. Okay.
Okay, it is going to be Benedictine ball. That's what I thought. Owen Slemps was camped under it, but They have to wait for Benedictine to touch the ball first, which did not happen.
That's
Yeah,
it passed
yeah.
10 yards.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought too. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Devers just false information in the booth. But anyways, it did go past 10 yards. So, but the ball was loose on the ground there for a while. I guess the Bengals did eventually fall on it, but what an almost big chance. That's a really nice kickoff and execution. He got it right where it needed to be, and St. Vincent-St. Mary almost came down with it.
And this is such a close game now. Like not really,
Not
but
really, but where did that come from?
No, but you got to think about it. Computer points wise, it is.
But
Only
I
11
don't
point
think,
win.
well, according to what I'm hearing, the computer points don't take into account the margin of the win. It really is more important about the, as we look at the replay again, the ball just loose, and ultimately Benedictine does fall on it. Oh, Perry beat Hawken, 55-10. We have an update from the chat. That is crazy.
55-10? Are we being fed misinformation?
I don't know, but Edgardo Mendoza in the chat, thank you for that update. 55-10. If that is true,
big if true.
We've got a major shakeup in the region.
Hey, big if true. Big if true.
Because we got Chardon beating Kenston, and then if Perry is blowing out Hawken, I mean, that could potentially swing the entire region.
And the Bengals actually got a first-round bye. Woohoo!
That would be very rare, but you never know, right? So that would help Madison out for sure, because Madison beat Hawken, but I guess no, it wouldn't. But, I mean, they would move up probably in front of Hawken. I don't know. And now we're going to talk to Coach Prevesk. I feel like whenever the clock gets to a certain point, the game just drags longer on purpose. Yeah. Not sure what's up with that, but.
Oh, 3 minutes to go. Let's just make this last about 30 more. You know, I enjoyed sitting here and talking football and, you know, watching the game, love it, but.
Well, the issue is it's not really the game. It's just standing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, you know, a lot of waiting around.
That has been just such a common theme. So. I mean, I can't even process. Geez, this is going to be a mess in Region 9.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how this shakes out. And, again, stay tuned because I don't know who we're going to play. I don't know where it's going to be. And I don't know if we are going to be there. A lot of people saying that we might play Alliance. They play at Mount Union. That's pretty far. I don't know about that, Luca.
I'll be there.
Okay, so now, geez, St. Vincent-St. Mary's band, they've done an incredible job tonight, and I recall that from last year, too. Matthew First is going to be back out there again at quarterback at a 1st and 10 for Benedictine. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Here we go. First under center. Another handoff. This time it's Caden Forte. That's a good run. Pick up about 6 there. 2nd down.
And you'd love to see Matt First be able to sling the rock here. Just one time. Just one time. Pretty please.
Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. First is on our center, O'Connell. And Forte in the backfield. Clock is running down.
Man.
St. Vincent-St. Mary fans not loving it. Hand off to Forte. He's going to get a 1st down. And he stays on his feet. Finally dragged down at the 40-yard line of the Irish. And that's a big 1st down to be able to drain this clock even more. If the Bengals play it correctly, they could really run this game out.
Yeah, you'd like them to.
So a fresh set of downs for Benedictine. It'll be first under center. A lot of young guys in the game now. Handoff goes to Caden Forte, bounces off a block, has a hole towards this near side, and he's got another first down. And then finally dragged down about the 24-yard line. We have a flag on the play, so.
Holding on the offense. So now we might see Matt first throw the ball. I just really want it to happen. I mean, they're going to check in pretty much all the second string O-linemen there.
And wow, Bengals going to be pushed back far. It's going to be 1st and 20.
So Eric Charmley will go out. Shepard will go out.
Max.
Max,
B-Rose.
Pasmino, and.
So let's see what we got out there. Anthony Vitt. I saw Jalen Good. Stroman. First under center. Clock will continue to run. Another run here with Forte. And of course, St. Vincent-St. Mary is now going to take some timeouts. I don't know if it's really possible for them to be able to score the points needed to get back in this game with 1 minute 15 seconds left. Because you think about it, if they take all 3 of their timeouts, then they are timeoutless.
Timeoutless?
Is that a word? I don't know.
They're without timeouts.
That works. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, not an extended timeout. Let's keep this moving. Just got to stop the clock. Band's just waiting this out, and oh my goodness, Luca, this might be the most standing around waiting that we've had all season.
It's up there.
We've ran out of things to talk about. We're shipping up to Boston action now.
By the Dropkick Murphys.
There you go.
Love this song.
Second and 16. First is under center. Terrell Jackson in the backfield now. Trouble with the snap. First does pick it up, but he's just going to fall down. Oh, boy. And we have pushing and shoving going on here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And this is really not what you love to see, especially this late in the game. Just got to get to the end. Obviously, a flag came in. All sorts of stuff going on at the end of the play. St. Vincent-St. Mary parents yelling, of course. And there's just really no need for that, to be honest with you. That's just going to make this take longer. Coach Previsk, are they just going to... He's taking his team to the locker room.
Because
Coach Previsk has had enough, I guess. Not quite sure how this works.
Well, I mean, do they have the...
Do you have to finish the game?
Bit confused here, Pat.
The clock is just going to run all the way out, I guess, on this. So the Bengals are going to win.
All right, I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. But the clock is going to run out, and the Bengals are going to get the win in this one. Just very unsportsmanlike from the get-go. St. Vincent-St. Mary coming off of the bus and already trying to start trouble with Benedictine, as we at least understand it. So Benedictine clearly has had enough, and that's going to do it. We'll send it down to the field for the alma mater. Okay, welcome back to Don Shula Stadium. The final score tonight is Benedictine 24, St. Vincent-St. Mary 23. Wow, Luca, I don't know what just happened at the end, but Benedictine is going to come out victorious in this one. Now we have a lot going on inside the region, so please stay tuned. But if that is it for our coverage this season, we thank you all so much for watching. Me and Luca, have been a pleasure to host you guys for all of these games and to join you for all this. So it's been quite a wild ride of a season, and it's not possible without you guys, the viewers. So we hope it's not over yet, but just in case it is, obviously on senior night, we have to thank our senior Luca here. He's been so great all season long, so we really appreciate him. We're going to wrap it up by thanking our entire crew. We got a lot of guys tonight. Sorry if I missed anybody. Our director switcher, Mr. Brian Devers. Our replay, Ryan Tobby. Our audio, Devin Heston and Will Milan. Our ads, Ryan Huggins. Scoreboard graphics, Matthew Lloyd. Cameras, Ronan Nystrom, John Queener, Vince Nixon, Quentin Triplett, Jeremiah Whitby, Kendall Harris. There's more. Hold on. We got Kyle McNeely. We've got, I think, Scotty Wojciech, and I think that's everyone.
Yep.
So, Luca. Oh, and Topher. Topher took pictures.
Hey,
so, for the final time this year from Don Shula Stadium, Patrick Lloyd and Luca Bucci signing off. So long, everybody. Go Bengals.